I can legally drink now, Kappa.
Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight once again with the Brawn GP career mode. We are heading into a double header in Netherlands. We have reverse Netherlands today, and then on Saturday, the next stream, we'll have the normal Netherlands. It's kind of weird. The reverse race is very random. I thought that normally the reverse race would be after the original one, but yeah, it's not apparently. I mean, for Silverstone it was the normal way, but yeah, Netherlands today we're doing reverse first, so. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess, today. We'll see how it goes. Loving the Le Mans poster. I've had it the entire time, Peter. Been going to get straight back into it. I mean, what can I say, man? I gotta get straight back into it somehow, right? Gotta get them vibes immediately going, you know? We had Cake coming with the 21-month resub as well at the start of the stream. You love to see it. Thank you much, Cake, for the 21 months as well. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, guess Spin Chat to welcome Cake into Vince Fam for the 21. Well, Jeremy, how's it going as well, dudes? No hello to return. I'm saying hello to everyone. Relax. 21 you can drink. If you're in England, you could drink 3 years ago. See, we've got that advantage at least, you know. Have you thought about doing a team rebrand for Season 3 like Arava? I don't think so. I don't think so. The whole idea of this career is to try and bring success to Brawn GPs. So I very, very much doubt we'll... excuse me. I very much doubt we'll be doing that. Very much doubt it. Is sure for our stream marbles instead of a career? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, can I drink age 19? True. All you got to do is cross the border and you can go 2 years younger there. That's fair. That's a fair point. That's how you get back into it. Okay, I see. All right, I see. You want to go straight into marbles to get the vibes immediately going, and then we can do career after, right? Nah, you're gonna say marbles the entire time. Have I watched the F1 movie? Yes, I have. Haven't heard marbles mentioned in a while. We did it. I think we did it last week at some point, right? We did a few races on there last week at some point. Can't remember what day it was though. I don't remember what day it was, but I'm pretty sure we've done marbles relatively recently. What if you start drinking in Canada and finish a drink in America, but you're not 21 yet? Well, I mean, it depends if you are drinking in America, I guess. If you do end up drinking it in America, then yeah, you probably will get done for it. Says need road money. You missed marbles? You did miss marbles, yes. I think it was last week. I think so. I don't remember exactly which day, but I'm pretty sure we did it at some point last week. So, yeah. Maybe we'll do it again today. We'll see how we do on time and stuff. But, yeah. We won't plan on it. It will happen if it happens, sort of thing, you know. I mean, at the same drink while you're crossing, while you're at the crossing. I mean, if you're at the crossing, you'll probably get done for drink driving, really, but... But if you do go into America with the same container, I assume the rules still apply. I don't think that would change. It will happen. We'll see. Netherlands does typically finish a little earlier as well, so... I turned off ABS, feel like my braking's a bit better now. Good to see, man. Keep it up. Make sure you learn the trail brake. Trail braking is a very important technique to learn for turning ABS off. Literally noob, yeah. They will literally watch you cross the line. The moment you cross it, boom, in handcuffs. You haven't had alcohol in 14, 15 years. I can't lie, I had a couple of beers when I was camping. But, I mean, come on, we're camping. It's only right to have a couple of beers when camping, right? It's only right. But, yeah, speaking of camping, that's basically what we did for the last few days. From Sunday all the way through to yesterday when we got home last night, actually. We were camping the last few days. On Saturday, we had the wedding, obviously, which was quite nice as well. So I did consume a fair bit of alcohol in those last few days, I can't lie. I'm not very much of a drinker, though, typically. I only drink socially. Did you make any s'mores? I didn't, but Dana did. Dana loves a s'more. She's a s'more addict. More s'mores for Dana, the better. How's this poll going so far as well? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, poll is up in the Twitch chat right now. Who do we race as today? Do we race as Jensen Button or Nico Hulkenberg? Get your votes up right now. Some more s'mores? Exactly. You can never have enough s'mores. That's for sure. I do like s'mores, but I can't lie. After a few, I start feeling it a little bit, you know? I do feel like they get quite sickly after a little bit, in my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But s'mores are, like, very much part of... Canadian culture, I think it's safe to say. I follow with ABS, had to hold the brake hardest to turn, but I can gently press them feel a lot quicker. Yeah, that's the whole idea. So essentially, the concept of trail braking is to be aggressive on the brakes on the initial hit, and then as you go into the corner, as you like turn the wheel in, it's when you start lifting off the brakes. So the sooner you can get up to scratch for that, the faster you'll get. You know you've had enough s'mores when they come back up? Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It don't look as good when they come back up either. They're not quite as appetizing. I've never up-chucked one, though. I will say that. Jumped first time last year, they're so nice. They are very, very nice. But like I say, I can't have too many, otherwise I do feel a little bit icky from them, so... But yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, should we get cracking for the career mode for the day? It looks like Jensen Button is going to be the man we are racing on today. Let's have a look. It is indeed 67% saying Jensen Button, who I think... We raced with Jensen last time out. I think it might have been Nico Racer out in Belgium last time. But this is how the championship is shaping up, heading into the first of the two Netherlands races. So... as you can see, we did race Nico Hulkenberg last time out in Belgium, and we actually got a very good result with him as well, didn't we? We got a P2 with Nico Hulkenberg, our third podium of the career. A very, very good result, what we can be very, very happy with. We had a great strategy, the pace was very good, everything was basically pinpoint, so we were very happy with that performance out in Belgium. Hopefully we can try and replicate this heading into Zandvoort today, but obviously it will be quite tricky. I think this track's a little bit harder, I'd say, than Belgium, despite being a lot smaller than Belgium. But like I say, it's going to be a double-header with Netherlands. We have reverse one today, and then on Saturday, we'll be heading into the normal way round. So, and then on Sunday, we'll be doing our community race, obviously, around Monza. And then on Monday, we'll be doing another Monza for the career mode as well. So, biggest one is those that make s'mores in the microwave and act like they're good. That's crazy, noob. Although, I feel like, as a Brit, I did watch some very controversial things being done from Dana. I'm not gonna lie. She put crumpets in the microwave. She wouldn't like me saying this, to be honest. But she put crumpets, which is like an English staple of food. She put that in the microwave to melt the cheese. Yep, she did that. Yep. And she also microwaves her tea. To be fair, she only does that when it goes cold. So it's not as bad, but still.
Hope you are having a great time in Canada.
I was until I said that, Numpty. I'm not gonna lie. I was until I said that, and now I realized that maybe I'm not liking it as much. Thank you much, Numpty, for the 57-month resub as well, mate. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a salute spin chat to welcome Numpty into Vince fan for the 57. I appreciate that, dude. Hope you're good, doing good, man. Sophia, man. Oh, hi, Dana. No, we won't say anything bad, I promise. Microwave tea is possible, but crumpets is a crime. I would say interesting weekend. Ooh. Oh, Matthias is happy with us. Good. Like I say, microwave tea, I will accept if it's like reheating it, but if it's like, if you're choosing to do that instead of boil the water, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Tea's worse than crumpets, IMO. You think? I don't know. I feel like I can let it slide because it was a reheat rather than like a freshly made one. Don't get me wrong. I'm still not like, you know, proud of it or anything like that. But the crumpets, yeah, that's not a good look, Dane. I'm not going to lie. It's not a good look. Right, so let's get our car assigned to JB's car real quick. Actually, I think everything is basically on JB's car already, so that's good. As you guys might notice, we are no longer the second worst team on here as well. You can finally see we are ahead of Racing Bull in the R&D. So we are slowly making that progress through the R&D. We're still quite far off the top 6 teams, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm sure performance-wise we'll still be up there and hopefully can get some good results in the next couple of races here in Zandvoort. Ooh. I'm going to set it to balanced. I think this will put it to harder. It's always a bit of a gamble, but let's see. I can't wait until they one day fix this. They might not, to be honest with you, but the microwave is a toaster, and I didn't know. I mean, our microwave at home does have like an oven option, so I can see the confusion, but yeah, you always put crumpets in the toaster. Always. Yeah, sometimes you have to learn the hard way, and I think that's safe to say that you definitely learn the hard way on that one. Either way, I only use the oven option to melt the cheese. That's all I do. You put crumpets in the oven, don't listen to him. A toaster is perfectly fine. You could put a crumpet in the toaster. What I typically do is I put the crumpet in the toaster and then I use the oven option on the microwave to melt the cheese. That's like the best case thing to do, really. I don't really have any other efficient ways of, you know, melting the cheese really otherwise, so. One thing I didn't do is I didn't set the components on the car for Hulk, but hopefully it'll be okay. Crumpets fine in the toaster? That's what I think as well. That's what I think too. Right. Let's have a look. So let's go number 3 on the ICE. We'll do that for practice. On the MGUK, we'll go with number 2. That's fine for now as well. This can go to number 2 as well. Take number 1. We can stay number 3 on that one. That's fine. Control tricks number 1 and then new gearbox. And like I said, we'll have to leave Hulkenberg's car as it is. I do wish you could still change Hulkenberg, like the other driver's car, in this menu just throughout the weekend. But unfortunately, yeah, you can't. But yeah, a little look at the results standing so far for those who missed it earlier on in the stream. Both drivers, after that result for Hulkenberg out in Belgium, leaves both drivers on 45 points. They both have the exact same amount of points at this stage of the season. So we were thinking about letting Nico Hulkenberg go at the end of the season, but he has been pulling his weight a little bit in the last few races. So let's see if we can keep that up for the next couple of races in Netherlands. But we are racing against JB today, so we are hoping for the best possible result. Without further ado, let's get underway for practice. We've got race strategy, fuel management, and quali pace all to do. What time of the year do teams usually release next season liveries, or is that at the first practice? Oh, it's usually like February, like a couple, 2 or 3 weeks before.
The most of this free practice. A very warm welcome to you all.
Nice. So what they did this year, actually, they did a bit of a unique thing this year for the liveries. They basically all did the livery reveals at the exact same time. I don't know if you remember that event they did at the O2.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Good stuff. But yeah, if you remember the O2 event, they literally all released the liveries exact same time. I don't know if they're planning that again this year, or next year, I guess, but yeah, we'll see, I guess. Looks like we are getting a dry weekend, by the way. Qualifying in the race looking pretty good so far, so... right, let's go out on fuel management, I think. What did we get for our tires? Okay, that's the harder allocation. That's fine. Harder or balance, I'm okay with. I think the soft tires aren't great here, so I don't mind that too much. We can use the medium tires for this as well, then. You think they should use the camo ones? That would be sick, to be fair. But obviously, the whole idea of the camo ones is to, you know, hide, you know, any intricates they have on the car. So
out on track, so
I kind of get it.
For the first couple of laps.
Will I play the COD beta in 3 weeks? Probably. Probably. I need to figure out how to sign up for it, but if I can get the option to, I will. What up, Anton? All right. Let's go do a few laps of practice, shall we? Get some familiarity with the track under our belt. Maybe they should release cars that can actually race against each other and not create a boring season. I mean, that's hopefully going to be what happens next year in the regulations. Fingers crossed. Is there Moto E stopping because no one's watching it? I'll be honest, I didn't even know there was a Moto E. I did not even know there was a Moto E. I'm going to guess that's Moto GP, but the electric version. Is that a safe assumption to make? Okay, it is. It's so bad. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. What's the stream plan for this Saturday? I'm probably going to career mode this Saturday, obviously, because there's no Creator Series still at the moment. Not too sure when the Creator Series Season 11 is going to start. I'm sure we'll get some intel on it soon, but I don't think there's any word on it yet. Unless I missed it somewhere, but... I'm going to watch it this week just because of that. I'm sure a lot of other people will as well, to be fair. But yeah, I genuinely did not even know there was a Moto E, so... Either next week or week after. Like I say, I've not been told anything yet, so I can't really say, but... Is your car faster than normal ones? I mean, we have got an upgraded car because we are in Season 2, so... Lap times are faster than the base cars, essentially. But other cars have also improved as well, so... We're still not the top dog yet, really. All you hear is squeaking noises. Ooh. That's kind of the same for Formula E, to be fair, though. Looks like Muddy getting a green on the first lap. That's not too shabby. Yeah, I can't really watch Formula E. I tried, I just couldn't get on with it. It's not for me, that. Not for me. I've never looked at Formula E the same since Fan Boost. I know they don't have it anymore. I know they got rid of it a long time ago, but that idea was insane to me. Absolutely insane. And I don't think I've ever viewed Formula E the same since then. Yeah, that was a pretty tragic invention. Could you imagine that in Formula 1? Is this reverse? It is indeed. What up, Marvin? How do you get that livery? This is a modded livery. Let's go, Peter. Love to see it, man. Congratulations. Ah. Limit pull the fuel management that time. Was it a faster lap? It was, by a few tenths. Lando would have won the WDC in Silverstone if we got fan boost. I would honestly love to see how it would work in Formula 1. Like, you'd assume that, like, the fan favorites would probably get the fan boost, right? Although I can't lie, I feel like if we had it, you know, 4 or 5 years ago when Latifi and Mazepin were around, I feel like everyone would have given the fan boost to them just for the memes. That corner is so awkward. Car just doesn't really bend in very well. The amount of F1 watch to make on roads, to be fair, yeah. No, I don't think it's something that ever happened. Although, actually, saying that, I can't lie, with Dominicali currently in charge and some of the takes he has when it comes to F1, it wouldn't surprise me if he did start talking about the fan boost thing to try and get more engagement in F1 or something. Battery looks good here. I'm currently locked to medium because of the program, so now we can actually push it a little bit.
Although you could definitely do better.
Oh my goodness.
Giving it another shot.
That could have been crazy. Backend's already getting very, very light. I'm pretty sure this track is a tire killer, isn't it? I remember the community race we did, we were struggling a lot with these tires. That was a bit better through that. What's tire wear so far? I mean, to be fair, it's actually not as bad as it could have been. Ish. 7% after 3 laps is kind of high, though. Actually, it's only just over 2%. Could be worse, I guess. Maybe the hard tires are good here. On the final corner. That'll be a little bit of improvement as well. By 3 tenths across the line, maybe 4. 4 tenths, nice. 9.9. Good stuff. Imagine drive the day, give you a +3 quality position for the next race. Oh my god. Don't say that too loudly. Dominicali will start getting ideas. Hello, Jimmy. How's it going, mate? But yeah, his idea... I mean, he did say he wanted shorter races on in F1. And look what happened. Max Verstappen set the fastest lap ever in history of F1. And he also finished the race, you know, with broke the record for the quickest race ever as well. So I guess Dominicali's wish came true, right? Everything he wanted came true. Max fantastic in Monza. Honestly, it genuinely reminded me of 2023. It was crazy. I thought when he gave the position back to Lando, I thought Lando would probably run away with it. But no, that Red Bull was set up perfectly this weekend. And I think that kind of sums up Red Bull in a nutshell, really, doesn't it? If Red Bull get that set up, like, it obviously has a very narrow window for where it's spot on. And they made a few tweaks to the rear wing and stuff like that as well. Oh, I'm a little bit too fast to pit lane. Yeah, you obviously made a lot of tweaks to the rear wing and things like that. And it's obvious that the setup they got in Monza was absolutely perfect. And I think that's the only way that Max can compete at the moment, is when Red Bull do get that setup perfect. I don't think McLaren probably got this up quite as right as they could have, because, you know, they finished, what, nearly 20 seconds off at the end, didn't they? So, yeah, when Max has that car in the perfect window, he's able to compete a lot more. But unfortunately, for him, getting into that window is very tricky. On my second season, love the game, but when it's raining, I cannot for the life of me drive. Any tips? Brake earlier, be easier on the throttle. You have to drive a lot more cautiously. As crazy as to say, in the rain, you have to drive a bit more cautiously. You know, everyone else in front of you is going to brake earlier because it's raining. So you've got to brake earlier because of that as well. So you've got to try and take it easy. Maybe find a nice wet weather setup as well. It might help. You said Max got fastest lap by placing a bet on Lando. Fastest Sky bet paying me out. When I say fastest lap, I mean fastest lap in terms of average speed. Not like lap time. It wasn't the fastest lap time ever, but it was the fastest average speed lap ever, if that makes sense. McLaren got a stinking backer as well, aren't we? I don't know. It's tough to say with Baku, because obviously, yes, there's a lot of straight lines there where low downforce does work, but that middle sector is very, very tricky and easy to get it wrong. So, again, I think it's going to be another game of setups, really, isn't it? Right, 4 out of 5 and that isn't too shabby, actually. Let's do... we're 7/10 up right now, damn. Let's do a lap of quali pace, maybe. Found his account password. I finally found one of my houses again, HP. I lost it for a few days. No, Lando's going to have been in the pits. I mean, we'll see if there's any more team orders as well. I know that caused a lot of controversy. Actually, chat, we've not actually, like, had a stream since the Italian Grand Prix, so I want to know your guys' thoughts. Did McLaren make the right call with the swap, or no? What do you guys reckon? Because it's the first time we've actually managed to discuss this. Do you guys think that McLaren did the right thing or no? I'm interested to hear your thoughts. No, definitely not. Wipe up mad at those team orders, still with Hungary last year, same shit. See, I see it's a little bit different though with Hungary last year, because obviously they purposefully pit Lando earlier to try and gain an advantage last year in Hungary. Whereas this year, Lando got the... Well, I mean, Piastri got the benefit of a bad pit stop, essentially. I mean, I think it does all go back to the whole team order thing, generally speaking. You know, team orders have ruined racing a lot in the past, and there's obviously a lot of, like, potential calls to ban team orders and things. I don't know if that's the way, but... Team made the pit mistake, not Lando. Papaya principle was the same. Yeah, but in the same sentence, you could say that Piastri did nothing wrong, right? I just know for a fact that if this was Max, Max would not have given that position back. He would have stonewalled, outright said no. I mean, he didn't give the position back to Checo in Brazil, and that was for, like, P6, was it? P7? A couple years ago? Max would never have done that. So, I don't know. I am kind of split on it, I'm not going to lie. Like, yes, Lando probably deserved P2 because he was controlling it very well. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like Piastri should have been punished as well, you know? It is an awkward one. Like I said, it wasn't on the track. Sounds like they had agreed to what would happen in the future. I think so as well, and Lando's tried to dismiss this whole, like, papaya rules thing as well, but I think that is quite obviously very much still a thing. But yeah, I don't know. Max's response was hilarious, yeah. Max's response was very funny, I can't lie. Oh my...
Well,
that corner is brutal. Okay. Please focus your drive now, Max. They're ruining Lando's rep even more. I think it's part and parcel with him and the team, really, if you ask me, but... Oh my days, the car just washed out wide. Holy shit. Oh my days. Yo.
7 months. Time flies.
That wall is brutal. God damn, okay. Noted. That's, gotta be careful of that. Jeez. Do not let the car wash out wide there. Otherwise, that is an instant race ender. Put the tire in the rear like a Jeep, literally. Start looking like a Land Rover a little bit. That's a nice final sector. And that will be a 8.7, not too shabby. There's definitely more time in that, though. Definitely more time in that. I think Zach is still stuck on the I found Lando's talent wants to get his WDCs, so he says F Oscar. I do feel like there is a bit of a split in the McLaren management. Like, I agree in a way. I do think Zach Brown definitely wants Lando to be the world champion. But I do feel like there's some... other management members who want Oscar to win it as well. Like, I do feel like Andrea Stella also would rather Oscar win it. I don't know. It is a really awkward position for McLaren to be in. And this is another reason why I've said in the past that I think one of Lando or Oscar will leave McLaren in the next 2 or 3 years. Because one of them's going to get unhappy about it, right? Whoever wins the next couple of World Championships, I mean, if McLaren are still competitive next year, but if they win the next couple of World Championships, one of those two is going to leave, I think. Where they'll go, no idea, but yeah, I don't see a long-lasting future between those two, personally. Oh, it's too early, the brakes there. Surely could go up to 8th coming out the real turn 7 right on the run down to the banking. Probably, yeah. Probably. I'll try again at some point. Oscar's extended his contract, though. Let's be honest, contracts don't really mean much. A lot of the teams that are, you know, very high up, they have plenty of money to buy out contracts. We've seen it plenty of times in the past where drivers, you know, have been released by teams and things despite having an extra year or two on their contract. I think Ricciardo's an example of that as well. And teams will happily buy out their contract as well if they have the money for it. Oh, Jamin, how's it going, mate? Thank you much, Jamin, for the 7-month resub as well, mate. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Jamin. Insta Vince fam for the 7 months as well. I appreciate that, dudes. Yeah, Perez is a good example too, actually. Actually, probably the best example. Literally, Belgium last year, it got announced he got a contract extension and then got dropped at the end of the year. So, contracts don't really mean a lot. They really don't mean a lot. Can contracts always be bought out? Not always. Sometimes the value of the contract will be too high for a team to warrant buying it out, but there is always the option of buying out the contract, you know? I'm sure there are plenty of clauses and stuff like that that drivers have in their contract, which allows them to speak to teams. I know Max had a couple of clauses in his contract saying that if he was below 3rd in the championship, he could talk to other teams and things. So there are many performance clauses for those types of scenarios, you know? All right, I think that does for FP1 anyway. 4 out of 5 on both those programs. That's good. We'll jump into FP2. We'll do a little bit of race strat and then a couple more quality laps as well. Charles Leclerc going fastest. 7.742 for him. Would have been surprised if Oscar gets Drivers' Championship a few times and moves to a different sport. I don't know. I feel like Piastri will be in the sport for a while. He's still relatively young, right? He's like 23, is he? 24? I think he'll be around for a while. Verstappen, on the other hand, though, I don't think he'll be in F1 for much longer. If this happens another time and it screws Oscar from WC, I think he leaves. Lewis is basically lifetime contract and left for Ferrari. Essentially, yeah, but I think also Lewis had another year on his contract as well, didn't he? If I remember correctly. Imagine the roles are flipped, though, and Oscar got the slow stop. People would not be hated if he got his Peter about 20 orders. Some people just want to hate Lando. I actually fully agree with you. I'm not going to lie. I do think people are definitely more vocal on it because it was Lando benefiting. And let's be honest, I do agree that Lando is overhated. I'm not a big Lando fan, but I do also agree that he is massively overhated at the moment. And I think people are very quick to jump on Lando when he gets the benefit of the doubt, right? And Oscar, obviously, you know, a lot of people don't really feel that way against Oscar, so they're not really too, you know, bothered about him in a way when it comes to that sort of scenario. What up, Ben? How's it going, mate? Ladies, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. What up, Darklight? Right, so there's FP1 done and dusted here in Netherlands. Then we do finish up P2 with JB. A nice start to the weekend so far. Hopefully we can try and keep this up throughout the entire weekend. Where is our teammate at the moment? Down in P20, but on a hard tire. So we'll give him a little bit of leeway for that. Hopefully he can try and find a bit more time on a medium or soft tire. Is there anything else we do here? I don't think there is. So let's jump into FP2. Have you heard about Charlie Kirk? Yes, and I will not be talking about it on stream. Alonso just drive until he's dead. I have no idea when Alonso's going to retire at this point. I thought when Alonso retired, what was it, 6-7 years ago now? When he first initially retired from F1, I thought he would never come back, but he did. And he's sticking around, so he's not giving up just yet. I do imagine, though, next couple of years he might hang up the gloves, but I don't know. We also said that 4 years ago as well, so who knows? Stroll is underhated? That's crazy. The Lion does not simply retire. No, he does not.
With conditions
One
as
does
they
not
are,
simply
I
retire.
suggest you take a set of full wets.
He has had a quite an unfortunate season, I will say, though. He has been a very unfortunate season. It is absolutely pissing it down here. Wow. Look at that rain. Okay, we're going to skip a bit of time here. We're going to let that rain pass. Seeing it's not going to rain in qualifying the race, no need to practice it, really, so... Shouldn't be too long until it clears up. Hopefully. Oh, maybe it won't clear up, actually. Maybe it's going to stay wet. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll do FP3 instead. I think it's going to rain the entire session. Yeah, okay, you know what? We're not going to do FP2, chat. We're not going to do FP2. There's no point doing any wet running, really. Yeah, it stayed wet the entire time. I lose respect for the team. The driver's just doing as they are told with Lando and Oscar. Yeah, I mean, I do think they have the comfort of doing that, though. That's the thing. Like, they're not really under threat in the Constructors' Championship. They're not really under threat in the Drivers' Championship from Max or George or anyone else. So, I think because they haven't really got that much competition overall, they are kind of, you know, being safe with it in a way. But, yeah. Yo, Dutchy coming in with the 3 months in advance of Tier 1. You love to see it. Thank you much, Dutch, there for the reason there. I appreciate that. 25 months so far as well. You love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Dutchy into Vince fam for the next 3 months. And 25 as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Very kind of you. Oh, man. We haven't got a medium tire now. Shit. Okay. We'll have to use a soft for it. That's fine.
Don't push the car
What, Sean?
just yet. Track is still green. Try
What's
to
my
take it
biggest
easy for the
frustration with
first couple
streaming?
laps.
Maybe the very repetitive questions that I sometimes get. They can get a little frustrating. But I've kind of learned to deal with it, though, over time. Can you help me activate how to speak to the engineer with my voice? What platform are you on? Are you on PC, PlayStation, Xbox? Why do you wear gloves? Yeah, that's a frustrating one, to be fair. Yeah, that... I do sometimes still answer it, but that is a frustrating question. My favorite circuit? Belgium. Cadillac for the win next year. I'd be very, very shocked if they got a win next year. Very, very shocked. I did see that they were doing some simulations in Monza, weren't they? They were doing some, like, staff simulations to get themselves ready for next season, which is pretty cool. Curious to see how they did with that. Then they had, like, 50 staff or something at the track. Doing a lot of tests and simulations and things. Your favorite tracks are Bahrain and Monza? Interesting. Bahrain's not bad. I don't mind Bahrain. Monza... I do think Monza's a little bit overrated, I'll be honest. I've always said this about Monza, but I'm not a huge fan of that track. I think Cadillac Sims most race to practice. That makes sense. Whoa. Oh, I'm doing race strat, aren't I? I was pushing thinking it was a quality pace strat, but it's a race strat. Okay. Take it a little bit easier then. Cadillac new Brawn GP? Imagine. Imagine. Oh boy. Right, big. Understood that. Track map, thank you. That's probably been like that for a while, I can't lie. Cadillac build for combat. Plenty of Plan C's going on at Cadillac next year, I reckon. And the C does not stand for Cadillac. It's very grey out here. I don't think any rain's forecast, though. Where are we? This looks really fast. We are in Zandvoort. However, it's not the normal Zandvoort. It's the reverse layout. There are 3 tracks to have reverse layouts in this game. Zandvoort is one of them, alongside Austria and Silverstone. How long have I played F1 for? Consistently, probably like 7 years. I played it a little bit when I was very young, but then kind of didn't really have as much interest in F1, so I stopped playing them, like back in 2010 or something like that. Maybe a little bit later, actually. But, yeah, I kind of like reignited it back in like 2017, I think. And I've been playing pretty consistently ever since. Nice, decent lap. Stream 11 of asking for a free wheel, please. Stream 11 of me saying no. Do I like George Russell? I'm not a big fan of George. He's very, I don't really know how to describe George Russell. He's very unique, I guess. I know, I don't really like a lot of the stuff he says in the media. It seems very, like, forced. Very PR. I don't know. I think he's a great driver. I think he's a very, very good driver. And probably been one of the better drivers this season. But, yeah, not really... I know his attitude sometimes is very strange to me. The room's getting a bit more decoration, I see. Slowly but surely. I'm only in this room for another couple of weeks, though, and then I'm back to the old one, so... Hers in 2017 was 8 years ago. Yeah, it's a painful thought, isn't it? Very painful thought. Nice, got a purple on that race program. We'll do the next couple of laps, just to get the best results. Which driver do I like the most? I'm a Verstappen fan. He's very arrogant. Russell? I don't know. I feel like every driver has a level of arrogance. And I don't think that's a bad thing to have, really, either. I mean, I feel like every driver has to have their selfish ways a little bit, right? That's kind of how champions are built in the end. Max has had to, 100%. I'd actually argue that Max probably is the most arrogant of all of them, to be fair. If McLaren wins trucks this weekend, do you think they change their stance and let one side of the garage go against each other? Maybe. Is Baku this weekend? Or is it next weekend? Next, yeah, I was going to say. I was not ready for, I was not ready for it. Max by far the best driver in F1, though. Oh, comfortably. Comfortably. I think the only people who disagree with that are people who just don't like Verstappen. Which is fair, I guess. I think drivers who don't like are always going to have that sort of resentment towards, so... I've used up a lot of battery here. How's tyre after 5 laps on the soft tyre? Let's see. Oops, skip past it. 11% now right side. I mean, that's not terrible, actually, is it? Down to line we go. Gonna be a 9.8 finish up.
Test complete, and that was
11% after 5 laps?
Lots of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Could be worse, couldn't it? I don't think that's that bad at all, actually. Maybe the soft tire might be usable. I don't mind Max, but I'm not the biggest fan of his. That, again, like I say, not everyone is a big fan of Max. And I don't think a lot of people like Max because he is, you know, he's very self-centered, very arrogant when it comes to his driving. But in a way that's kind of like, I kind of admire it. Because growing up, I was a big Michael Schumacher fan, and he had that, like, big arrogance, very self-centered, very selfish in a way, mentality. And, like, his driving style, yes, it can be very over the top sometimes, but I also think a lot of the time it brings fantastic racing at times too. And that's kind of why I, like, you know, growing up as a Schumacher fan, it made me become a Max fan as well, because when I saw Verstappen when he first came into F1, it reminded me a lot of Schumacher, so... Oh, boy. But like I said, there are plenty of times we'll admit that, you know, he has crossed the lines. I may not like Max as a person, but as a driver, he's unmatched. And that's honestly completely fair. That is completely valid. I actually think, to be honest with you, I know I was saying that, you know, Max has that level of like arrogance and stuff in his mentality, but I actually think that a lot of the stuff he says is honestly relatively true, to be honest with you. Like, he's very direct with what he says. He doesn't kind of beat around the bush. He says things as they are. And I think people have started appreciating that more recently than, you know, when he was a bit younger, but... A lot of the stuff he says now, you kind of look at it and you're like, you know what? That's kind of a fair point. 21 more could be faster, but if it was me in that car, it'd be even faster. Yeah. Yeah, I like that that confidence, I guess, sometimes. At least he's proved to have that ego, you know? I think a lot of drivers can have ego, but never really have the ability to back it up, right? And I think Max is one of those that has that ego, but also has... everything to back it up with it, you know? He's got the World Championship, he's got wins, got poles. He's done everything, essentially, at this point, so... he's one of those that, you know, he has an ego, but at least he's got the ability to match it, you know? Right. So, that's the race strategy program done. We're going to finish up with 4 out of 5 on everything. Damn. What we'll do, though, is we'll do one more quali lap on a low fuel run as well and see how it goes. No, Jaden. Not in my streams. You can talk about it on Discord, but not on here. What were your thoughts about the Monster GP? Not a great Grand Prix. Obviously, it had some interesting moments with, you know, the opening laps and the team orders and things, but it wasn't a great Grand Prix, to be honest with you, overall. Most champions are arrogant because they can back it up. Max, Hamilton, Schumacher, all the same. Exactly, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Right, let's go to the last 10 minutes, then we'll head out for our last lap. Let's put the fuel to minimum as well. There we go. Alright, let's see how we go. I'm gonna buy the SF1000. Is it good? I believe so, yeah. It depends on what wheelbase you're putting it on, though, I'd say. The SF1000, I'm pretty sure, is a decent wheel. Especially, like, the newer models of it. But it depends what wheelbase you're gonna put it on. Alright. Let's go do one last lap of practice, and that'll be us done for practice today, I think.
Ready? Let's go.
100% Jaden, yeah. That's why I don't want to talk about it, because I'll probably get banned. Plus, not really a stream topic anyway, so... the T300. The T300 is a very good wheelbase, so yeah. That's perfect fit, I'd say. A lot of people do get the SF1000 with the T300, so... Are you renting, Brew, or is it going to be on a mortgage? I assume renting probably, right? Oh, Chloe, how's it going? Right. I might let these guys behind me pass. It is a Sauber, though, and they'll probably hold me up on a lap, so maybe I'll stay in front, actually. The Saubers are crazy slow in this career right now. How many laps? Zandvoort has 72. Right now, we're just doing a little bit of practice, then we'll head into qualifying, but the race itself is 72 laps. Right, here we go. Let's do one quick quali lap, and then that'll be us done for practice for the day. First in the speed trap, I like that. Always a good sign. Bit of understeer there. Feels like a decent lap, though. A little touch deep at the final corner, but should get a good exit. And that'll be a lovely improvement on the lap, and that should be a 7.9. Very nice, actually. 7.9. That was a good bit faster than we did in FP2. Very happy with that lap. Good stuff. Alrighty. That should be us done with Preds, I think, chat. Let's head back to the garage and finish up the session. Would Baku be fun in reverse? It'd be scary. It'd be very scary. The last couple of corners would be pretty interesting. Going downhill to the castle section would be interesting as well. I do feel like it'd be quite fun, though. Castle reverse, exactly. $650 a month for 3 rooms, bed, bath, living. Gee, well, that's not bad, though. That's not that bad. As long as the internet and stuff is good there as well, but... I love the Brawn livery. I know, it's great, isn't it, Chloe? And the V8 engine to go with it as well. It's like chef's kiss. Oh, Daniel. Full bad graphics. Why? What? My graphics are on high. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think it might be some settings on ultra, actually. Am I playing on 1440p Ultra Max settings? No. 1440p, yes, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a 1440. Maybe not, actually. Maybe it's 1080p. Yeah, most of my settings are on high, like I say. Bad PC? I don't understand. I'm on high graphics. For a game like this, that's pretty good. Go in style. I think the full Twitch. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome, man. I was gonna say the graphics look fine to me. Maybe check your stream resolution, maybe. I don't know. But up Justice again, mate. Graphics bad, come Twitch. Exactly. Twitch, best place to be to get the best resolution anyway, so. All right, let's finish up the session. How we're looking on points. Both drivers are on 45 points right now. We just got a P2 out in Belgium with Hulkenberg, and it's now put him level peggy with Button right now. So both drivers looking pretty good so far. Very, very good. I think we're pretty locked in on P5 in the Constructors' Championship, but yeah, Drivers' Championship will be interesting between the two. Yeah, so I don't want to like reveal too much for the noob, but there's a couple I know who live in downtown Toronto, and I think they were paying $2,000. I don't know. I think they got a mortgage out of a different place, but at one point they were paying $2,000 a month, and literally all it was a hallway out from where the door is, a small hallway into the living room, which is also like a kitchen, and then an extra room for the bed, and that's it. Like, it was a tiny place for $2,000 a month. It's mental. Absolutely mental. I would never rent downtown, that's for sure. Never. Right, that'll do it for FP3 and the final Pride session here in Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen. JB is up on top so far then with 7.9, 3/10 up on Charles Leclerc at this point. George Russell in P3 with an 8.3 as well. Tsunoda, Hamilton, Norris, Villeneuve, Verstappen, Albon and Antonelli on that top 10. Did Hulkenberg improve? He did. He does go to P15 in the end, 10.3, 2.4 seconds away from us right now. So I guess we have got the upgrades on JB's car right now too, which doesn't really help Hulk, but either way, I'm sure it'll be okay. All right. Yeah, 2K a month, literally for that. They're literally, I swear to God, I can't show you the room, unfortunately, but their entire apartment was genuinely probably the size of the room I'm currently in right now. And for $2,000 a month, like, man. Depends regarding down to Toronto, you need to find a rent control building and send it until you buy. And I'm assuming that's probably what they did, because like I say, they've moved out now. They've gone to a mortgaged flat. And their current flat is about 3 times as big as their previous one. But, yeah. I guess what a lot of people do, they have to sit on the rent until they can afford something. But obviously, you know, the the rent can be quite priced in itself, so it can be difficult to afford things. But I suppose a lot of the time, if you are working downtown Toronto, you probably are getting a decent wage anyway. So, yeah. And I assume with 2 people as well, probably makes it a little bit easier too. We're at 108 right now, Natalia. Look, Daniel, how's it going, mate? All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Zandvoort. The reverse Zandvoort, of course, as well. Let's get everything set up and ready to go for qualifying. Let's go with a fresh one here as well. That could go number 3 there too. Metronics go number 2. That's Energy Star, actually. That could go number 2 as well. It's fine. This could number 4. Probably could have got number 2 or 1 on the turbocharger, actually, but that is what it is. Electronics got number 2, then the gearbox is already on, that's fine. All right, perfect. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go and set up for the weekend. 2K in London is a house with 3 rooms. It depends whereabouts in London, I'd say. Central London, probably not, but outskirts, maybe. Still a relative to honest, prices are high downtown, but salaries are as well. Exactly, yeah. It all kind of like balances itself out, but I know a lot, like, Dana's parents, they live well on the outskirts of Toronto, like, nowhere near the city, but they still drive into Toronto because obviously they get a pretty good wage for it as well. So, yeah, some people do that, especially obviously like during the COVID period as well, where a lot of people sort of initially worked from home and now are slowly moving back into the office in Toronto. So, yeah, it's a lot of traveling for a lot of people at the moment, but yeah. All right, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Car is up and good to go. Let's get the music on the game as well. And then let's head into Q1 here in Zandvoort. Pace is looking good in practice. Can we replicate that in Q1, 2, and 3? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Q1 here in reverse Zandvoort.
Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises.
Yeah, I had a couple of old schoolmates here, schoolmates who moved to Australia, Chloe. They did have family there, so they had a bit of a easy way in. But yeah, it's quite common actually. You see.
Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day.
My bedroom would fit a sim rig. That's all you need, right? I would sacrifice lots of space to have a sim rig. But yeah, that is a criteria for when I get my first place as well, is making sure I have enough space for a sim rig to stream with. Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Time for Q1 here in Zandvoort. What we'll do is we'll skip a little bit of time. I think the car is on minimum fuel already. Yeah, 3.5 laps is good. We'll skip a tiny bit of time just to get a bit of lap time and rubber put down the track. And we'll head out for our first lap very soon. Let's see, these guys are on our laps. Let's see what Piastri does for his first lap. Once Piastri sets his first lap, we'll head out on track as well. My fiance thinks this hobby will be short-lived. They all think that. They all think that. Poop coming in with a 34-month resub as well. Thank you much, Poop, for the 34 as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a salute spin chat to welcome Poop into Vince Fam for the 34. Appreciate it, dudes. What a rundown. How's the car feeling in practice? Honestly, not so bad. It felt pretty good. I noticed the Piastri lifted quite a lot in the turn 1 there. How much the game costs? On console, I believe £60. On PC, I think it's 50. Get her gone. That's crazy. Sim racing life over the married life. 20.3 for Oscar in the first sector. I'll just move my camera down here for the moment. We have a V8 engine mod on. 24-1 the middle for Oscar Piastri. Final sector coming up. Let's see what he can put down for his final sector and to complete his first lap. We did a 7.9 in practice. That's kind of like the reference right now. Will Piastri be at 7.9? Will it be a little bit short? Let's find out. Down to the line goes Oscar Piastri. It's going to be a 8.6 to put in P2. Charles Leclerc's at 7.9 so far as well. So, okay, not too shabby, actually. Right, let's go on track, chat. Let's go on track.
Checks complete.
Let's get our first lap done.
We've got a car leaving the garage.
What you got to do, Paul, is gradually and slowly buy bits, bit by bit. Every, like, month or so, just buy, like, one piece of sim rig. Slowly putting it together, you know? Me and my car running to way to the other side of the world for peace. I know I've seen a lot of people like do the like biking to like cycling to Australia. There was a guy I followed on TikTok who actually recently just finished his tour, but he did a like for an entire year he was cycling from the UK all the way to Australia, all while raising money for charity as well. I was like, man, what a legend. Oh, I was reading Poop's message, my bad. I can see John's not going with FC2 will, but you'd definitely recommend Monster Fanatec, right? I would, yes, always prefer Monster to Fanatec. I mean, people always get different experiences, I guess, but I've owned both Monster and Fanatec, and I've much preferred Monster. Much preferred Monster. But for the R12 as well, you're getting a good wheelbase there too, so.
And we've dropped to P18.
I just had my little car, I'd cry. Maybe road trip to Australia then. I'm sure there's ways to do that. What up, Cathal? Trip was really nice, thanks, dudes. Really nice. Got to see a little bit of the Canadian countryside and some of the lakes and stuff. Tobermory was beautiful as well. All right, here we go. Lap number 1 here in Q1. Let's see if we can set down for this opening lap. Oh, a little bit of grass to the right-hand sides. No purple first sector. For the final quarter, that lap felt pretty decent. Not sure if it'll be enough to beat Charlotte Leclerc's time so far, but let's see how it will do over the line. It's going to be an 8.0, puts us P2. That is not too shabby. A purple final sector, and we are less than a tenth away from Charlotte Leclerc. That's a lovely lap, actually, to set us away for the opening session. Piastri P3, Verstappen has gone P3 as well. The Williams of Alex Albon looking pretty feisty so far. But I'm happy with that. P2 right off the bat is not too bad in the slide tests. Let's make our way back to the pits. Did you trip over on your trip? I actually did, yeah. I tripped over one of the rope lines on the tent. Less said about that, the better. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with their flight stuff on Moza. I think they're actually relatively new to the flight sim thing, right? But I've seen a couple of reviews on it, and people are saying it's not bad, so... Yeah, I can't quite give any advice on flights and stuff, but... From what I've heard from some people, apparently it's alright, so... Well, dead cool.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Alright, into the pits we go. Looks like no one else is going to best our lap there, so... Only Charles Leclerc at the moment is going to finish ahead of us. Tell you what, these upgrades to the car are looking pretty nice, aren't they? Very nice little P2 at the end of our first lap. Albon being P5 as well is very interesting too. That Williams looking pretty good so far. Why is it backwards? You can select reverse tracks in F125. Only a few select tracks, but once you get the Season 2 of career modes, you can choose which track you want to reverse, well, which tracks you want to bring in. And this is one of them. I've seen a Facebook Marketplace post for a Mazda R9 and ESX worth for 500 Canadian. If they respond, I might be getting upgrade soon. That's a very decent deal. 500 Canadian? That's like 280 quid, roughly? That's a very good deal. It is the ESX, which I'm not a huge fan of the ESX, but I mean, you could probably just get an FSR secondhand at some point as well for a decent price. But an R9 and that for £280 is not bad in the slightest. That's a very decent deal. Right. I think that is a very decent lap time. Wasn't the quickest in Sector 1 and 2. Sector 2 was quite competitive, but the final sector was very good. 23.8 in that final sector. Very happy with that. Jacques Villeneuve down in P16. That is not good for the Canadian. 10.0 for him. He needs to find a lot of time on his second lap. Otherwise, he might get knocked out in Q1. So, bottom 6 right now. Ollie Behrman, Nico Hulkenberg, Pierre Gasly, Bortoletto, Colapinto, and Pepe Marti are all in that bottom 6 at the moment. So, they've all got a bit of work to do if they want to get out of Q1. But I think we are pretty much set and done for the opening session. So, 266 quid. That's a really good deal. Really good deal. Lawson's doing a lap real quick. Or did he just finish one, actually? Lawson improved to a P10. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's let everyone complete their laps. I don't think a lot of drivers will go out. Maybe Villeneuve and that might go out, but... yeah. 1.2 litre tank to get to Aussie. I'm sure my car would hate me, but she still have to get there. She's still young. The thing I'd be scared of is like having a breakdown while in a completely random country. That would terrorize me, I think. Yo, Peter! That man Peter coming in with the 10 gifted subs. What a mad lad. Thank you much, Peter, for the 10 gifted subs to Cattle, Sand, Caps, Jake, Aso, Light Lord, Prith, Loey, Ginge, and JJ. I appreciate that, Peter. Very kind of you, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slip spit chat to welcome all 10 into Vince Fam on behalf of Peter. I appreciate that, dude. Very kind of you, man. Very, very kind of you. And that puts you right in the second spot, right behind Jamin. Caps got one? Yeah, GG's Caps. I'm sure it'll come in at some point. Pull up the AA, like, any chance you can cross the ocean, whatever, exactly. Right, who should we go on board with? Let's watch... Is Behrman Ocon in an awkward place? Behrman's P17. Let's go on board with Ollie, shall we? Let's watch Ollie Behrman do his lap and see what he can do for his final outing of Q1. Lewis. Where is he? Have I gone past him? I have, there we go. Let's see what Ollie puts down. There he goes. He got the number 1 now. Oh, wait. Okay, it's glitched for me. It's doing the same thing that happened to 80. It's saying you're P2. Even though you should be P1. Thank you much, Peter, for the 2 gifted subs there as well as, dude, I appreciate that. To Warrior and Quality, ladies and gentlemen. Get a Sleuth Spit chat to welcome both of them into Vince Fam on behalf of Peter as well. I appreciate it. Have to gift more again. The exact same thing happened to 80, and then it jumped from 83, I think it was, to 85. It's a weird bug right now. Wow, that Sauber is so slow in front. Yeah, I agree, noob. I agree. Ollie Behrman across the line, 10.2. He is going to be knocked out in Q1. I think we should be fairly good for a Q3 here. Quite curious to see where Jacques Villeneuve will improve to, though. He goes to P7 at the end, so good improvement from the Canadian. Does get himself through to Q2 comfortably as well. A little bit scary at one point, but he does get through. And Nico Hulkenberg gets through as well. Hulkenberg improves his lap time, and we have got both Brawns through to Q2 here in Netherlands. Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin are knocked out in Q1. Ollie Behrman, P19 for the Brit. Franco Colapinto, the Argentine, sitting above the Saubers in 21st and at 22nd. But Nico Hulkenberg does make it through to Q2 here in Zandvoort. Not sure if he'll make it through to Q3, but hopefully he can give a good account of himself in Q2. But P2 for ourselves, P16 for our teammate, both Brawns through to Q2. That's something we love to see. On to the second session we go, where we can try and battle on against Charles Leclerc. Interesting Q1, that one. Very interesting. Would be good if you could switch between drivers when doing qualifying. That'd be pretty interesting. I think with the way they have it implemented for this game, maybe they could do that for the future. That'd be pretty cool. But they do need to fix a few things at the moment, though. That's the thing. Am I going to watch Max this weekend, the Nords? I'm not too sure, honestly, what time it is, but I would love to, yeah. If I'm not streaming and I've got some free time, I will definitely watch him in the... I think he's in the Porsche GT4, right? I don't think he could do GT3s in an actual race just yet. But, yeah, curious to see what he can do. Very curious. Right, let's hop onto our old soft tire first of all. Yeah, tire wear's not that bad. I'm 100% raised here, which is nice. Let's skip a little bit of time. Just a touch. And we'll head out for our first lap.
Standing by.
That would be quite fun, Noob, yeah. Maybe they're having a scenario and you could jump in and try and help them get through that scenario. Yeah, that's right, Junior, yeah. Yeah, if I get some spare time, I'll definitely watch it. I'm not too sure when exactly it is, but... Max isn't going, Nords. Are you going to say Franz Herman? How long am I in Canada for? Until the 23rd of September. Frank Herman. Frank German, maybe. I have to buy an Android. Welcome to the club. How long would I have been here for? When I've completed the trip, it'll be about a month and a half, just over. He's allowed to race on his doppelganger for license reasons? Yeah, it's understandable. I love that he's doing it, though, I'm not gonna lie. That's another big thing I like about Max a lot, is he is a pure motorsport racer, isn't he? Like, I think a lot of racing drivers kind of target F1 and F1 only. But Max is like, he wants to do everything, doesn't he? He wants to do every motorsport out there. Right, here we go. On to Q2. First lap underway. Let's see what we can belt down for our first lap. Will it be enough for a one stint in Q2? We'll find out very soon. 9.3 for Jack Doohan. Gets us going. .3 for Yuki. I do imagine this first lap might be a little bit lower on the time, because it is a worn tire, obviously, but...
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Purple middle sector again. Just ran up the grass a little bit on the right-hand side, but should be okay. For the final corner we go, keeping it nice and tight as we release the car onto the exit. Down the straight we go. How's it going to be for our first lap of Q2? 8.1. It's actually not bad at all. 1/10 slower than what we did in Q1. That is a very decent lap. The car is looking good right now, chat. Car is looking very, very good. I like it. I like it a lot. 8.1 for our first lap. Let's see if maybe Charles Leclerc will beat that. We are ahead of Tsunoda and Verstappen so far, so that's a good sign. Max just likes competition, which they all should, 100%.
Okay,
but this is kind of what I mean, though. Like, I feel like a lot of drivers are fairly inside their comfort zone in F1, right? And they probably have a lot of contractual obligations saying they're not allowed to race elsewhere and whatnot, which I guess is fair, but yeah, Max is a pure petrol head. He just wants to race no matter what it is. Since it's been kind of MIA recently, how do you guys see the championship going? I think from this point, I do see Piastri holding out. I kind of said before Monza happened that the only way Lando Norris can really recover this championship if he goes on a winning streak. Like, he has to go 3 or 4 races in a row to be able to be in the competition again, really. And it had to start with Monza, and he didn't get that win in Monza, so... Obviously, still outscored Piastri by a few points, but it won't be enough, really, will it? So, he needs to get a bit of a streak going over Piastri, and ideally by winning the races. Max Define's not asked. I'd actually say he's very asked about it. I bet that was a huge part of him staying with Red Bull, allowing him to race on the series and his real job sim racing. Exactly. F1's just part-time for Max at this point. That guy's a full-time sim racer now. Full-time Team Redline creator. You think it's going to be about 40 points in the season? That's what I think as well. I think... I mean, I said it, like... Lando Norris needs to get a streak of wins going. I just don't think he will. Oh, Jacques Villeneuve goes P2 now. Lando Norris into P1. 7.8 for Lando Norris. What if that's a fresh tire there as well? That did rip away our purple middle sector and purple final sector, but still 3/10 away. Right, how we're doing against the guys at the bottom. So, gap to P11 is 1 second, actually. Pretty much 1 second to Alex Albon, which isn't too bad in the slightest. Hulkenberg P12, that's not too shabby either. Piastri did a 9.3, so he must have got held up maybe at some point in his lap. Trying to see where it could be. Or did Piastri just do a very bad lap there? Because a lot of those sector times there are kind of even with everyone down here, isn't it? So Piastri should engine failure in the name of fairness. Don't give Zach Brown ideas. Don't like how there's a certain group of fans demonizing Piastri. It's McLaren who are at fault for this. 100%. 100%. Well, Tien, how's it going, mate? And, again, not to go too much into what happened yesterday, but I saw some dreadful fucking tweets from F1 fans about Piastri. It was mental. They need to get the constructors sorted and they can get on race. And maybe that's what McLaren want. Maybe they want to lock in the constructors first, and then they'll let their two drivers race. In other words, you're referencing? Yeah. Yeah, they are bad. Absolutely vile. And unfortunately, like, as much as I hate to say it, it's become way too normal for that sort of shit to happen, in my opinion. Way too normal. Like, people say that shit, like, out of just their own will. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right. Let's head on to the last few minutes. I think we might actually be okay for Q2 here. Let's see who goes out on track. But I think we might be alright for a Q3. Let's see. Just us in the first car sitting on track in a moment. People say shit because what are we going to do about it? Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, the only things we can do is report an account and that's it, and block them and whatnot. But, like, nothing will actually ever get done about it. People just hide behind, you know, a lot of masked profile pictures and things and say what they want as they want. And I guess we're getting into, like, a different category, really, with the whole, like, free speech stuff. But I don't want to go too much into it, but it is crazy to me that people could just say that sort of shit and then just get away with it. No problem, you know? Russell and Hamilton and Leclerc are all out for another lap here, actually. I mean, Leclerc's P6. The top 5 are all staying in here, so maybe... I mean, Tsunoda and Verstappen both staying in. If they're both staying in, I think we'll be okay. I hope. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think we should be all right. All right, let's let these guys complete their outlaps, and let's go on board with Hulkenberg, shall we? Let's see if our teammate can try and pull off a miracle and get into Q3. He's currently P12. Let's see if we can get a top 10. Yeah, and I guess it all circles back to, like, freedom of speech does not equal freedom from consequence, right? It's a big, big difference. Let's see if Hulkenberg can improve the first sector. He did a 20.4. I'm not actually sure if that was faster or not, to be honest with you. He did actually very similar to the first sector. I think he's actually a tiny bit down, but... Denny was not happy that I mentioned she put crumpets in the microwave. Well, that's on her for doing that. They lift a little bit through there as well. Wow. The AI like to lift a little through here. Free speech as well. Banana frozen tapioca as well. Free speech is wild. People say they like, I don't know, sweet corn on pizza. Crazy. That should be life in prison. I actually don't mind sweet corn on pizza, to be honest with you, but... right, that'll do it for the end of Q2 here, ladies and gentlemen. Lando Norris is going to finish up on top. Jacques Villeneuve in second. Jensen Button ourselves sitting pretty in P3 right now. That's a great couple of Q1s and Q2s there. A 7.9 in Q1 to get us in P2, and an 8.1 in Q2 to get us into P3. So looking very good so far. Yuki Tsunoda and Charles Leclerc all through to the final session as well. Verstappen in P6, Russell, Lawson, Hamilton, and Albon all through to the final session as well. Williams dropping off a little bit after that very impressive Q1. Esteban Ocon is the first name knocked out in Q2. Piastri in P12, he is knocked out as well. Piastri had a nightmare Q2 there. He was P16, only improved to P12. So Piastri not partaking in the final session. Hulkenberg P13, that's not too bad for our teammate Isa Antonelli, Duan, and Isaac Kajar. But P3 for ourselves, we are looking very decent. On to the final qualifying session here in Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen. Can we try and push for a front row? I think we've got a front row in Belgium as well, right? Let's see if we can do it again. Beverage, thanks for the floor as well, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, I actually don't mind sweet corn on pizza either. I kind of just went off the top of my head, really. Okay, some people like gherkins, pickles on pizza. That's crazy. I actually think that pineapple, like, people always talk about pineapple on pizza, but let's be honest. People put gherkins, they put tuna, they put, like, all sorts of different fish on pizza. I've seen people put, like, fries on pizza as well. I hold my hands up, I did that once. What AI percent? 108. Gherkins on burgers is fine at pizza? Yeah. I mean, have you guys not seen, like, the cheeseburger pizzas you can get? Where it's literally, like, everything you get on a cheeseburger, but on a pizza. So you get, like, the mincemeat, you get the cheese, you get the gherkins and all that sort of stuff on it as well. I think Domino's, I don't know if they still do it, but Domino's did do it at one point. And, yeah, I didn't want to go near that. Do you know what? We actually might be able to do 2 laps of soft tires here. Fresh softs as well. Let's use the mandatory soft first, actually. Just get out of the way. All right, let's do that.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware, the car's ready to go.
Burger pizza slaps? Yeah, but that's what I mean. I mean, you probably can just, like, remove the gherkins yourself if you want to, but... Usually the burger pizzas come with gherkins on it, and that's crazy. Bolognese pizza's amazing. I don't think I've had that before. People do a lot of weird food combos. Everyone has their different tastes. Yeah, and to an extent, I'll respect it. To an extent. If Dad once put beans on pizza, that is wild. That, like, I feel like that's what everyone in America and stuff think of England. That we put beans on everything. I think he might have just proved that, to be honest with you. Don't think I eat any weird food combos, to be honest. I used to, I'll be honest. When I was younger, I had a couple of weird food combos. Look at this rebel behind me. Let's get out of the way. I had a couple of weird food combos growing up. I used to eat mashed potatoes with ketchup. Just as it was. I don't know why I found it so tasty. Now I think about it, I'm like, that is gross. I would never do that again. But growing up, I loved it. I thought it was fire. I suppose it's not the weirdest thing you can probably get, but it's definitely not, you know, out of the ordinary. All right, here we go. 8.3 for Charles Leclerc to set us off for Q3. Here we go for our first lap of Q3 as well. Let's see what we can belt down. Outside curb there. Got to be careful of the grass on the outside, which we are mindful of. Fries and ketchup are just staples, different potato style. Yeah, but it still tastes different though, right? Like, I think about it now, I'm like, that doesn't sound appetizing to me, but I just loved it growing up. By my early teenage years, that was like a snack to me. Thought went a bit deep there, but actually worked out quite nicely. Counter steering through the penultimate corner. Around the final corner we go. The original turn one. A little bit wide the apex there. And we now drag it all the way to the line. How's it going to be? For our first lap, it's an 8.2. Only a P6 to set us away for Q3. That's not really ideal, is it? With how good Q1 and Q2 was, only a P6 in Q3 It's a little bit disappointing, I'll be honest. I mean, I would have taken it at the start of the weekend, but given how qualifying's gone so far, it's a little bit disappointing. And it is actually the slowest lap we've done so far in qualifying as well, so bit of room for improvement. Let's see what the time it was. Could maybe do a second lap on this tire if we wanted to. We have got time. How much fuel have we got right now? Not really enough otherwise, so okay. If we don't count the map, sorry. I'm so bad at remembering that. Apologies. I was about to sleep, but someone gave me a gifted sub. I love to see it. Congrats, Fibs. Enjoy the emotes on Twitch. Taco pizza? See, when I think taco pizza, I think of like all the toppings. And I also think of like the corn.
One lap of fuel remaining.
The corn tortilla. the shell as a topping as well. And I don't know why I'm picturing that. It probably is nothing like that. Maybe my worst food combo was ice in my milk and cereal to keep it cold. Interesting. I don't know if that's like kind of genius or kind of gross. Because I wouldn't really want watery milk, really, but... Pizza Diavola. I don't think I've heard of that before. Beans and gravy. Beans and gravy is a bit of a staple in England, I can't lie. I put butter in my mash. I couldn't be mixing in ketchup. Butter and mash is perfectly reasonable. I think a lot of people do that. Right, 6 minutes remaining. Italian pepperoni. Oh, a classic pepperoni pizza. Okay, fair. I do like a classic. We went to go and visit one of Dana's relatives yesterday, and she got us pizza. I got a barbecue chicken one. I am one of those people that likes barbecued pizzas, like barbecue sauce pizzas. Call me crazy. I don't care. It tastes great. Maybe that's a weird food combo. All right. So Yuki Tsunoda on top so far with a 7.8. He's a 10th up on Villeneuve in P2. Albon has improved massively. 8.1 for him at the end of his first lap. Hamilton Verstappen ahead of us right now, and that puts us in P6. We've got Norris, Leclerc, Russell, and Lawson all underneath us right now. And yeah, we need to try and find 4 tenths on the lap if we want to try and get close to Yuki Tsunoda. We've got one more tire to go, so let's see if we can try and find the time. Barbecue pizza is normal and it hits hard. I love it. I think it's great. But a lot of people, there is a good bunch of people out there who are very anti-barbecue pizza. I think they like the traditional, you know, tomato sauce pizza, which is, you know, fine. How long have I been doing Twitch streaming? Probably like a while. I mean, in the F1 category, about 4 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. But I think I did my like first stream 7 years ago, something like that. So quite a while. Quite a while. Right, let's skip down to the final few minutes. All right, new soft tires bolted on. Car should be set up and good to go. All right, let's wait for the first car to head out on track, and then it'll be time for our final lap of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Can we try and put this car on the front row? We're currently sitting P6. Can we try and find a few extra tenths and get us closer towards where Tsunoda, Villeneuve, Albon all are right now? It's a great lap from Alex Albon, I can't lie. I wonder if he used a fresh tire on that one. Bread and gravy after Sunday dinner. I don't know about that one. What would your death row meal be? It's a very simple question, but it's a very complicated answer. I honestly don't even know. All right, Russell, Verstappen, Norris all out. Okay, let's do this, chat. Final lap. Let's do this.
Okay, engines fired up.
Barbecue meats, please. Pastry is good go, unless you're in Italy, of course. Yeah, I'm sure the Italians wouldn't like that too much. Have I met any drivers? Not current drivers, no. I've met a couple of past F1 drivers. I've met Jensen Button. I've met Kubica. Met Mick Schumacher. Had a few former F1 drivers, but none of the current ones. To be fair, Kia Barter rolls are great though, noob, I can't lie. I love me some Tiger Bread though. I don't think you have Tiger Bread in Canada, but Tiger Bread back home slaps. Love me a good Tiger Breads. Ciabatta? No? Is that not how you say it? Stop. Okay. Ciabatta? Ciabatta? Chi? I think I've offended a lot of people here. Ciabatta? Bro, I swear to God, I've been saying Ciabatta my entire life. Why has no one ever corrected me? How you liking the Go Train? I've actually only used it once or twice when I've been on this trip, but it's very nice. Very convenient. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time for our final lap of qualifying. There is one driver that's in the pit still. That's one of the Aston Martins. That'll be Lance Stroll, I think, who... no, sorry, Liam Lawson, sorry. He'll be in the pits. But let's see what we can do. Final lap. Inbound. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Oh, God. Huge haul of oversteer there. That's far from ideal. That was a good first sector as well. Oh, the car is sliding. We're down to P7. 7.7 for Yuki Tsunoda. We are struggling on this final lap, chat. This isn't looking too good. Needs a mighty final sector, this. Tell you what. Oh, a bit of understeer on the exit, though. That might ruin it. With 410 sub, it's going to drop down because of that oversteer across the line. It's a great final sector. P3 at the end. That is not too shabby. We will take that. It wasn't a great lap, but we pulled it together to get onto the second row here in Netherlands. We finish just under 2/10 on Yuki Tsunoda. We will take that any day of the week. GG's, chat. GG's. That's a lovely way to finish off qualifying. I think, I'm not going to lie, chat, if we didn't make that big oversteer mistake, that was probably a pole position there. I'm not going to lie. That was probably a pole sitting there. But Yuki Tsunoda does take pole position here in Netherlands. Charles Leclerc in third, both the Red Bulls on top. We will start P3 alongside former teammate Lewis Hamilton, obviously now a Ferrari. Jacques Villeneuve, Max Verstappen in 5th and 6th right behind us. Alex Albon had a pretty good qualifying there, finishes P7 with Lando Norris alongside him. And then George Russell and Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson didn't do another lap, so he will start at the bottom in P10, but will be joined by George Russell in 9th place. Not bad at all. P3 is where we start after Q3. GG's. Is it in miles an hour? Yes. Is that a V8 I'm hearing? Yeah, we are using a V8 mod. Then the understeer final corner. Yeah, to be fair, maybe that understeer we could have gone second. I'm not sure if we would have got pole without that understeer, but maybe could have gotten the front row at least. But P3, I think, all things considered, still not bad, is it? Still not too bad. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, our qualifying performances recently have been much, much better. I think the car, even though it's still a little bit low on the R&D, it definitely feels like a lot quicker than it was at the start of the season. So I'm very happy with how the car's coming along, and hopefully we can continue that today here in Zandvoort. So, a reminder of the weather forecast coming up for the weekend then. It is going to be a full dry race. No rain is forecast for the rest of the weekend, with a little bit of rain in practice, but thankfully it has dried up, and we won't be expecting any rain here in Netherlands. So, I think, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we are basically set up and good to go. This is a Drivers' Championship right now for those who have missed out on the championship order at some point in this stream. Both of our drivers right now are level on points. JB and Hulkenberg both on 45 points heading into Zandvoort, which is actually pretty crazy to think about, considering how the season's gone so far. It does obviously accumulate us some 90 points to Constructors' Championship. We're still very far off from the top 4. I don't think we'll catch that top 4 whatsoever, but I think we're kind of expecting that really, weren't we, at this stage of the season. But we are very far up on Williams, very far up on Aston Martin. It's all looking very good in the Constructors' Championship, and now we want to try and see how the teammates go against each other when it comes to on-track battling. But while the race loads up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys need to grab a drink or a snack, now it's chance to do so, and then we'll regroup in a few moments' time, ready for 72 laps of the reverse Netherlands Grand Prix.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Button, Hamilton, Jacques Villeneuve and Albon, Norris, Russell, Lawson and Esteban Ocon, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Doohan, Hadjar, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll, Behrman, Colapinto, Bortoletto and Pepe Marti rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Mystery, intrigue and skullduggery behind the scenes. I think that's what's going on with our 11th team here, because they don't seem overly happy with the driver lineup they've got.
Yeah, and what a wonderful place for them to be at so early in their experience in Formula One. Nobody would have expected it, but truthfully, drivers have their own metrics that they look for when considering a team, whether that be consistency, potential, or even just seeing their growth over this short period of time. To be honest, I think they've ticked quite a few boxes.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Time for the Grand Prix here in Netherlands. Reverse Netherlands, of course, so I don't forget. Third, I missed quali. Yeah, we got P3. It was a very good quality performance. I'm not gonna lie, we actually made a few mistakes in our final lap, but still got a P3. So maybe we could have run 110 AI today. I'm not gonna lie. AI actually was a little bit weaker than I thought they would be, clearly. So yes, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton are both in the same team as well. Yes, that is a thing. Charles Leclerc is the Red Bull as well. So it's maybe in a parallel universe, this save right now. Unidentified coming in with the resub as well. I was streaming while I was away there as well. I appreciate that. Identified Ross as well, the 22 as well.
How's it going?
Thank you much, Ross, the 22 as well. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a slew spin chats. Welcome Unidentified into Vince fam for the 2 months and the next 3 as well. I did see that future payment as well, Unidentified. I appreciate that, dude. And Ross into Vince fam as well for the 22 as well, buddy. I appreciate that, dude. All good this end, Ross. Hope you're good as well, mate. What up, Callum? All right. Probably making up accusations. What the fuck is this? Wait, what did he say? One stop? No way. No way one stopping. That tire wear is not bad, is it? That tire wear is not bad at all. Problem is, I only have one medium tire. It does say the hard tire is quite slow, doesn't it? Do I trust it, chat? Do I trust what it's saying about the soft tire? I feel like I shouldn't. Had socialized without your stream at a light change? Yeah. Imagine being social. Never been me. I think I'd rather do the medium in the middle stint, really. So, change the medium again then. The only thing I'm concerned about is the tire wear. I feel like the tire wear is going to be more than what it's saying. Soft, medium, soft, and if the wear's really bad, swap the second soft for a hard. Yeah, possibly. Soft's actually decent here. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. I remember when we did the community race a few weeks back. 2 weeks ago, I think it was, actually. And the tire wear was horrible, wasn't it? But on a 100% race, it seems a lot better, so... Maybe it's because we have upgraded tire wear and stuff like that, I guess, in the car. Might make it a bit better. Okay, I think we'll set up for a soft, medium, soft for the time being then. And then we will adjust accordingly. I have a feeling we're not going to do 2 soft tires. I feel like the softs probably are going to wear it down a bit more than what it's suggesting. The soft tire wear in practice did look okay. But I do wonder if it might be a bit worse than the racetrack. I do wonder. Okay, we'll set that up for now then. We'll see how the tire wear goes. We may adjust accordingly as we go on. Right, so anything else I want to do here? I think everything else there is pretty much good. Right, have we got a mod in chat? Could do a prediction, by the way. Any mods in chat? I feel like we should go for a podium chat, right? Starting P3? I feel like we've got to go for a podium, no? Medium hard. That could be a possibility. Everyone's starting on softs, though. Every single driver is starting on soft tires. But it did say the soft medium was doable. I just don't think it'll really work. Podium prediction? Yeah, I think I agree. Don't think we actually have any mods in chat right now. If you ain't first, you're last. To be fair, with the car we have, being third is very good for us. Soft, hard, soft, you reckon? We may adjust it as we go. We'll see how the tire is. Right, we haven't got any mods in chat, so let me quickly set a prediction up for you guys in Twitch. Will we secure a podium in Netherlands? I'll put it up for 5 minutes, maybe. Maybe that'd be a bit too long. I don't know. We'll see. There you go. Predictions up in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Will we score a podium here in Netherlands? Get your predictions up on the Twitch right now. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are basically all good and ready to go for the Grand Prix here in Netherlands then. So, as you can see, we do start this race in a very pretty P3. We had a great qualifying. Our pace so far over the weekend has been very, very strong. Now we've got to try and translate all that pace into race pace. This is where the points are won. We got a podium last time out in Belgium as well. Can we score a podium here in Netherlands too? Let's find out in the next 72 laps, shall we? And this is the strategy we are looking at to get us through into that podium spot. So we are looking at a soft, medium, soft for this race. However, it may adjust accordingly. We might find that the timer on the soft tires might be a little bit too high. And if that's the case, maybe we'll swap it around to a soft, medium, hard. Maybe we'll do a soft, hard until the end of the race, maybe. Who knows? At the moment, it's very difficult to tell exactly what the strategy will be. But for now, we are going to sell for the soft, medium, soft, and we'll play it by ear and see how we fare at the end of the Grand Prix. But hopefully, it'll be enough to secure us a podium here in Netherlands. As you can tell, we are facing a different way this time. We're doing a back-to-back Netherlands Grand Prix. On Saturday, we'll be heading into normal Netherlands. This time around, though, we're in the reverse Netherlands. And like I said, we start this one in P3. We'll be targeting a podium for this weekend as well. So let's see if we can do it. 72 laps, ladies and gentlemen. That's how many laps we have to tackle for this Grand Prix. Let's see if we can try and grab that podium. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 72 laps of reverse Netherlands.
superb parking.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dutch Grand Prix, but not just any Dutch Grand Prix, this is the reverse Dutch Grand Prix, which should make things a little bit more interesting at the opening couple of corners. Here we go, 5 red lights. Here in Netherlands, it's lights out, away we go for the Dutch Grand Prix. Tsunoda off the line horrifically as we head down towards turn 1. Charles Leclerc takes the lead, heading down towards the banking for the first time. We're around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. We've got the outside line through turn 2 as well. Is there going to be any bumping of the wheels here? We've got a little bit on the grass, but we do find our way through on Yuki Tsunoda. Horrible start for the Japanese driver, and just like that, we slip our way into second place here in Zandvoort. Great start for ourselves. Charles Leclerc getting a great launch as well. Already starting to pull a bit of a gap here as well. But like I say, every single driver here, all on that soft tyre. And I do imagine holding on to a podium spot is going to be super, super difficult with 72 laps of racing, that's for sure. Leclerc already starting to barrel away a little bit here, which makes things even more complex for us as well, as Tsunoda will try and hunt us down towards the hairpin at the original turn 3. Into the hairpin we go. How is it? Not too shabby on the entry. Exit looks pretty stable as well as we head through turn 2 of the original track, and then through the final corner, the original turn 1. I'm not very familiar with the turn numbers in reverse, to be honest with you, but on to lap number 2 we go.
Okay,
Charles Leclerc does lead us away, and DRS, as you can see, now enabled. We won't get any though because we're a little bit too far back on the Red Bull driver. And that's weird to say as well, Charles Leclerc and a Red Bull. I've never got used to that still. It's been like, what, 16 races we've had this now? And I still can't get used to it. If you let me down again in cockpits next race. I've been thrown with that too many times in the past. Well, that's a bit deep there. Can't be making too many mistakes for these guys around right now. Let's have a look at tyre after the first lap, shall we? Just got to make sure it's not too shabby. 4 and 5% after 1 lap. I mean, that probably does include the formation lap as well, doesn't it? So, not entirely sure how accurate that is. But I do like the position we're in right now. Lou, thank you for the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. It's the final corner we go. Keep it nice and tight to the hairpin. And are we going to get a cockpit here? We are indeed. First cockpit in reverse Zandvoort. We're actually keeping that gap to Yuki Tsunoda pretty nicely so far. Charles Leclerc is pulling away as expected, but Tsunoda still sticking fairly close here. I've got to be a little bit careful with battery. That's the only problem I have at the moment, is just catering that battery. Green first sector. Pace looks good. Yeah, Tsunoda's all over the back of me, though. That's the only problem at the minute. And that corner there I'm struggling with a little too, so don't go wide here, please. We're good. You got into that corner flat, but it's so scary going up there. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda. Through the last banking we go. Technically, it's not the last, I guess. A little bit of banking on turn 1 as well. Charles Leclerc still pulling away. For the final corner we go then onto the main straight once more. Got a little bit of battery we can use just to pull ourselves away a little bit out of the corner. And is Yuki going to go for it? Here comes Yuki Tsunoda up the inside. Through the banking at turn 1. Is he going to get the move done? He does indeed. Yuki Tsunoda into second place. He had a lot more straight line speed there. That DRS coming in very handy. And the Japanese driver does find himself into P2. And now we're under threat from Lewis Hamilton here as well. So, although our pace is looking okay, we are slowly starting to tumble down a little bit. Leclerc is flying, isn't he? 3.4 seconds. Those Red Bulls look mighty quick right now. So much elevation change in this track. I feel like you see the elevation change so much more in reverse as well. It's crazy. Through turn 3 we go. That's a little bit deep, but should become the exit. I think we've still got DRS on Yuki as well, right? That DRS is going to be very important if we want to try and hang on to this podium. Away they go, down towards turn 1. Broke cockpit blocked with no one there. Wait! Cyrus actually got baited! Yo, that's crazy. That's actually quite funny. There's not even any mods to refund you right now, Cyrus, as well. That is quite unfortunate.
No need to worry.
Very,
about
very
tyre
unfortunate.
condition For now, everything's looking good.
Yeah, this is, oh, yellow flags. That's behind us, I think. I think it's not a teammate, is it? No, it's not. I don't know who it is, but it's not a teammate, at least. Oh, it's Jacques Villeneuve. He was looking pretty good in qualifying, I think, but Jacques Villeneuve out of the race. And he will not be taking any further part today. No VSC or safety car for that, so business as usual. Come on now. Come on. That was a lovely final sector. That was a beautiful final sector. I think we might have broke away from Lewis Hamilton's DRS there. Lovely, lovely final sector there between ourselves and Yuki Tsunoda. And I wonder if we could try and slip away a little bit from Lewis Hamilton. That'd be beautiful if we can. Try and charge a bit of battery against Tsunoda as well. Have to use a little bit though just to keep ourselves in decent range of him. Come on. 4 seconds of Charles Leclerc so far. He is flying, that Red Bull, isn't he? Absolutely flying. Green first sector. Gotta be a green middle as well. Yep. Might be a new PB here, chat. Let's see. Oh my god. Race spun up a little bit, but I think we're good. That final sector is our savior right now. Look how much we get on Lewis Hamilton there. The gap went from 1.2 to 1.8. That final sector is very, very good.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.1 seconds.
I like what we're doing so far. Let's keep it up. DRS get on Tsunoda. Looks like Hamilton and Norris also broke away from the guys behind them, so a podium is definitely a possibility today. Just got to keep an eye on that tyre wear too. 16% on the right side. Again, that's not bad after 6 laps of racing, is it? For the soft tyre, I don't think that's that bad. A little bit of understeer there. Well, start being a little bit cautious for that corner. Maybe the soft, medium, soft might work. Is this 100% force feedback? Yes. Well, not quite 100%, but very close. Like 90, 95% roughly. Is there some mods? We are using a livery mod and an engine mod as well, yeah. Go across the right-hand side. Still very cloudy out here, isn't it? Super, super cloudy out here. No rain forecast, though. Should be a dry weekend. Give Yuki a love tap. I can't get close enough, first of all. We're just about hanging on to a DRS right now. Can't really get close enough to give him a love tap at the moment. Still just about pulling off that left-hander flat out. Just having it slightly below 100% help with wheelbase temps? Yes. Yeah, if you run your wheelbase at max force feedback, eventually it's just going to cause a lot of issues. They're not really designed to run at 100% force feedback the entire time, so you'll be okay with like doing it a bit here and there, but you always give it a little less than what it's capable of. Just for durability more than anything. Robbie did apply for mod once. His application was interesting. I won't go any further on that. What mods is it? I'm using the R9. R9 V2. How'd you get the engine sound? They're mods. You can download them from overtake.gg. Oh, Yuki's pulled away a little bit on this lap, hasn't he? Maybe he might just break away from that DRS. Let's try and claw back in if we can. Might have to use a bit of battery to do so. That corner is getting more and more difficult now. 2 green sectors, though. I think Yuki's actually increased the pace a little bit here more than anything. However, that's a nice original turn 3. And this might just keep us within range. Yep, here we go. DRS down towards the turn 1. We still just about kept inside DRS. That final sector is really keeping us in it, isn't it? That PB is, that last lap was very close to our PB. You're on PS5? Yeah, unfortunately you can't get mods on console. What would be nice if this was part of the game, but unfortunately it's not. Still 3 seconds to Hamilton. I do feel like Norris is a little bit quicker than him right now, so we'll see if there's any moves to note to at some point. But at the moment, we are just sort of wedged behind the second Red Bull driver. It is also Verstappen's home Grand Prix as well, but he's having a pretty treacherous race so far. I think he might be outside the top 10. Oh, 1.1 to Yuki. Let's try and get a clutch final sector again. It's very clutch. That final sector we are nailing, aren't we? The car feels superb in the final sector. New PB? Man, so close. So close. I have used up a lot of battery here, though. Let's try and charge some through these corners, shall we? Sliding away like crazy at the moment. My qualification is 1 winning community race. I'm not really sure if statistics of community race contribute to application, but we'll bear it in mind. How am I reading chat and racing? I play too much. It is honestly a simple answer. I try and be a little bit smart about when I read chat and stuff like that. I do it through the sort of prolonged corners and the long straights and stuff. Is it hard to mod this game? Not in the slightest. It's literally a copy and paste of files. You download the mod from the site, you extract the mods, and then you copy and paste the folders. That's it. That's all you gotta do. 11.9 that time around, slightly faster than the previous lap. On to lap 12 of 72. I think we're about halfway through the stint now, I think. Actually, Daniel Racing webcam is fake. Yeah, why do you think I'm going off track so much? The gloves are sick. Do they have good grip? I'd say so. These aren't even like sim racing gloves. These are dirt bike gloves. But they work very well, I can't lie. They work very, very well. Oh, I think we might have slipped our DRS here. I think we might be a little bit too far back to recover it this time. 1.5 seconds the gap between ourselves and Sonoda, I think, is going to pull away here. Yep. It's a shame. We have finally lost DRS Yuki Tsunoda. We had it for a long time, but Sonoda is going to break away from us here. 12.7. We will now start seeing the times decreasing quite a bit. That DRS was very, very important for us.
Gap to your teammate behind, 17.7 seconds.
I think we got pissed off over our teammate nearly here. His tyres are feeling a little bit crooked at this point. 3.4 seconds, Norris has overtaken Hamilton. Yeah, we are much, much slower without DRS at the moment. Oh! And that's not going to help anything. And Lando Norris and Hamilton fly by us. We have had a big moment. On the grass, the right-hand side, we're down to P5. That is not really what we wanted.
That gap ahead, please. 2.4 seconds.
And just like that, from challenging P2, we've rucked ourselves down to P5. All we did was touch the grass. Should have stopped when I got a safety car. I'm not that fake. Who do you take me for? That is not ideal in the slightest, though. And that might put a little bit of a dent on a top 3 chance. I mean, the recovery was very nice. It was a full, clean 360 pirouette, but, yep. And now suddenly the pressure's on again. Oof. These tyres don't feel good. Starting to struggle a little bit now. Yeah, just got on that grass on the right-hand side, and the car just snapped around very quickly. We did well to get it back on the facing the right way. We did kind of abruptly come out in front of George Russell, that's honest with you, but do it again. I really don't want to. Yeah, tyres aren't looking too fresh anymore, are they? Tyres aren't looking too good anymore. I mean, Hamilton is dropping off quite a lot from Lando Norris here, isn't he? Has Hamilton got a problem? Driver in front.
Hamilton's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:12.7. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs.
Oh my God, I'm getting so much on this tip.
14 laps on those tyres now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 per lap.
No mention of Hamilton having any issues, but his pace definitely has dropped off, isn't it? I wonder if his medium tyre isn't, or soft tyre, sorry, isn't feeling very good. Oh my God, I'm struggling with these tyres, chat. I'm struggling with these tyres. I think I might have to change up the strat here. These tyres are not feeling too good.
Front, 2.5 seconds.
Hard's next. I don't know if Hard's the play. I wish we had 2 mediums. Just put away enough from George Russell there to not be affected, but we are going to get a cockpit lap here as well. Consider boxing. We could. We could box. What do you reckon, Chad? Do we go early? Russell's getting a little closer. What position do we start in? P3. Yeah, box, you reckon? We've got the medium tyres applied right now. Okay, let's box. Let's box. You try hards. I'm gonna go mediums. I'm gonna go mediums. I know it's a little bit early. I think that spin probably hurt the tyres even more as well. We probably could have gone a bit longer, but I'm going to go mediums. Maybe at the end we'll do hards. Let's see how the mediums go first.
Seems to have been a
And
problem
we have an
attacking
issue on the
left
tyre as well.
front wheel. We need to
Front
try and put that
right.
behind us, though, and finish this race strong.
Dimitri! Dimitri!
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Don't like the traffic we've got either, chat, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of the traffic we have here either. Medium tyres already do feel a bit better, but everything that could go wrong in this race is slowly going wrong. We had that big pirouette earlier on, and now Dimitri failing us in the pit stops. It's all going upside down for us right now. And that's kind of put us behind these two as well, isn't it? We're stuck behind Berman and Colapinto for the moment because of that poor pit stop. Oh my God. I'm actually surprised I held that, to be honest. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it, chat. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it up the inside. Oh God, but a contact with Ollie Berman. We do make it past Colapinto. Not the best move we'll ever make, but we did get the send done at least. Now we'll try and grab the outside of Ollie Berman out of the final corner. Look at the difference in the grip. And we do launch ourselves away, and we should hold P17 over those guys now. Oh. That could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? A little bit touchy-touchy with Ollie, but
keep taking care.
thankfully we're unscathed. We'll do a vehicle condition in a second as well, just to make sure. Vehicle condition.
Systems all looking good. Head down.
Purple first sector. Oh, Drew, how's it going, mate? So I do think we come away unscathed, thankfully. But we have to maximize these medium tires quite quickly because everyone's still on that old soft tire. So we need to get some good time going right now. I will try and save battery as and when I can too. That is something I was struggling with a little bit in that first stint, was just catering the battery. Tell you what, there's a long train here, chat. Look at the track map. Look at the size of this train. There's about nearly 10 cars, I think, in this train. That's not ideal, is it? And we've got to try and work through it pretty abruptly. This undercut might be tricky. V8, V10 needs to come back. It does. I don't think it will, unfortunately, but I'd love to see it back. Oh, man. Good bit of understeer there in the dirty air. Have to lift a little bit through this long left-hander as well. Maybe we can try and launch one on Hajar here, too. Might have to spend a bit of battery in doing so. Up the inside, maybe, as we head into the original turn 3. This time, we are very clear up the inside. No one in front to attack this time, and we do make it through to P16. We are making some moves, but it is proving a little bit tricky right now. We nearly got caught with Stroll there, but got away with that. And then we get DRS down towards turn 1 again. I hope this train isn't slowing us up.
1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
I hope this train isn't going to slow us up, but I feel like it might.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Oh, man, they're slow here. Look at this. They are super slow in the corners. Let's try and put ourselves at the insides. Lovely move on Lance Stroll. It's on the left-hand side, but just keeping on the right. Stroll's still kind of there. Had to give a bit of space to the inside. We do get through on Lance Stroll. We're working through the traffic, but we have to do it as swiftly as possible. Wow, look at the grip there. Oh my goodness, look at the grip. Oh, bit of contact tire with Jack Doohan. We're holding the outside line. He breaks early. A little drift through the entry of the banking there. And we do get the move done on Jack Doohan. That reminded me of Verstappen at turn 3. Turn 2 and turn 3, I guess. In a real life race in Zandvoort. But you definitely see the difference in the grip at the moment. Verstappen, speaking of, only P12 for the Dutchman right now. He's struggling. Oh my goodness. That Alpine lifted very early. Need to avoid this grass. Net position, no idea right now. At least P5. Ideally. This traffic is not good though. We're probably losing a lot of time to this traffic. Let's see if we get the difference in the grip through here again, shall we? Yeah, we do. Look at this. That grip difference is absolutely insane. Side by side with the Alpine once again. This time it's Gasly. Lovely move again. Lovely, lovely move. Verstappen is struggling to get past Nico Hulkenberg. Let's see, we'll try and get past both of them, shall we? Whew. FGT cockpit, yes sir. Now Verstappen makes the move. Team orders. Papaya rules. Thank you, Nico. Appreciate that. That makes life a little bit easier. Valtteri Bottas. What difficulty? 108. So I think the people who are two-stopping, I think we might see them pit in the next couple laps. Either this lap 23 or 24, I think is when we'll start seeing a few people boxing if they're on two-stop strat. I really hope we're not losing too much time in this train, though. I'm trying to get as much as possible, but I do unfortunately feel like that this train is hampering us. Oh my goodness! Kimi Antonelli with mechanical failure! Well, that makes it easier to get past one at least, but Jesus. All I saw for a second was a smoke screen in front of me. And Kimi Antonelli will not partake any further in this race. That's a mechanical failure for the Williams. And our second retirement coming up as well. There you go. Any VSC set to go for that? Probably not. He's put up on the inside of turn 2. Looks like it will stay clear. But Kimi Antonelli out of nowhere with a big mechanical failure. Engine up in smoke. And he's the second man to leave this race. Still a long way to go, though. It's another 50 laps, basically. You know, start my team with Bottas and Perez. I don't think they're in the game, unfortunately, are they? Unless they're in reserve or something like that, but I don't think they are. Okay, Max has actually got a bit of pace right now, which is decent.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flags are still out. Kimi's car is still there.
Okay, be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking.
You'll see him put up on the left-hand side.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.2 seconds.
Come on. Can't wait for F126 to try Madrid. I am nervous for that track, I'll be honest. I am very nervous for Madrid. Oh. Big understeer there, jeez. I think Verstappen might make a move on Lawson at turn 1. Let's see. I'm still just sort of lingering in the back of them. Oh, my goodness. Okay, chat, they broke very early, okay? Okay, they broke very early. I've not raced in a week. Allow me this one, all right? Allow me this one. Allow me it. Allow me. It's my unfamiliarity. Mate, Max was boxing anyway. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. Flashback allowed if I get mods. That's crazy. Who is that? Is that Oscar Piastri? Oh, wow. The undercut has not worked at all. Don't mind me. Lance going to force my way by. This undercut has not worked at all, has it? He is on another soft tire as well, which is also far from ideal. Bye, Patrick. Poor Dutchie always getting murdered, huh? Poor Dutchie.
0 seconds.
Tire wear. Tire wear right now is 16% the right-hand side. It's creeping up. It's creeping. When am I back in the UK? 23rd of September.
ERS is low. ERS is
I tell you
low.
what, chat, this
Bit of
undercut was...
changing
Oh
mode.
my
He's gonna
goodness,
lift
Lewis!
a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
Bro, Lewis! He just almost drove straight to the side of me. I don't actually know if he made contact or not, but he just drove straight into the side of me on that pit exit. Interesting. So we have come out in P6. I don't know if there's anyone else yet to box, but if this is our net position, that is not good. Not good at all. Self-subbing for the others then? Yeah, I think so. That would be really disappointing if this is our net position. And I feel like it might be.
Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Yeah, Russell's been in as well. Shit, not good, chat. Not good. Lewis had a little look on the inside down towards turn 3. I'm honestly gonna call these turn numbers as by the original. I can't get used to it in reverse. This is the final corner, but I might as well just call it turn 1.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
10.8 for Oscar Piastri, new fast lap on the race. Here comes Lewis Hamilton up the inside through turn 1. He should get clear here, and he does. Lewis Hamilton does take P6. We're now net P7. This strategy has been a bit of a failure so far, chat. I hate to say it. This strategy has been a bit of an L. Stay in DRS, I'll try. I'll try my best. I know we're quick in the final sector, so... Soft medium for the others? Yeah, I think so. The problem is, I don't know if we're still going to do a soft, medium, soft, or if we're going to do a soft, medium, hard. If we want to do a soft, medium, soft, it's a long way to go on these medium tires. We'll have to box on like lap 50 or something like that, so... Long way. Long, long way. That DRS is pretty handy right now.
The car behind's gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Come on. Oh, God. What's the next set of tires? Well, that's what we're talking about right now. We don't know if we're going for another soft or if we're going for a hard tire. I would honestly be okay with another medium, but... unfortunately, I don't have another set, so... I might lose DRS here. Leclerc's just lapped Max? Oh, he has. What the hell? Wait, Leclerc hasn't boxed yet then, no? Leclerc must be doing a one-stop. Damn, he's miles away. That man's a different planet. So much quicker at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, The soft tires do have, they are fresh soft tires right now, so they are going to have more grip. But I think if we can hang on to Lewis Hamilton's DRS while he's on that soft tire, that should be a good sign, I think. Should. Charles going to turn around and start the next race, right? Bro's already on Saturday. Do lose a little bit of time here, annoyingly. Come on. Still got 4 seconds to Albon. This would be so disappointing not to get a good result here, man. Come on. Hamilton's pulled away a little bit. That grip is just much better than ours is right now. Need a pretty clutch final sector here. Need a very clutch final sector. There's a couple of back markers, though. I wonder if they can cause a problem. In fact, I think Lewis might have got DRS, actually. I know that I didn't get DRS, that's for sure. Yeah, Hamilton's going to run away a little bit here. 10.7 for Lewis Hamilton, okay. Yeah, he's definitely up the pace. He has definitely up the pace. Oh, my days. Come on. Just haven't got the pace at the moment, chat. Those soft tires just so much better. Actually, a little bit concerned that we might be under threat from Albon at some point, to be honest. Tire percent. Right side is on 26 and 24. The left-hand side is no problem. So those right-hand side tires, they're a bit of a troublesome set right now. Come on. Our pace has to improve. 10.5 again for Lewis Hamilton. Bro, we're 2 seconds an up slower than Lewis Hamilton. What is happening? He's just up the pace, I think. Oh my God. What is going on?
Okay, gap to the car in front.
Well, the car is nowhere near as good as it was. Albon's closing in big time. I mean, we're pulling away from Lawson, but like, I just lost all my pace. There was just no more pace anymore. I don't know what is going on. I can barely hit 8th gear down here. Something's not right. I'm barely hitting 8th gear down that straight when I was doing it all the time earlier. Something's not right, chat. We're getting to 8th gear here at least, but... What was that lap time? 12.1? Uh-oh. Okay, in my defense, chat, I was looking at my wheel, all right? In my defense, I was looking at my wheel. Did I mention my hand wash? I don't think so. I don't think so. It was a very bad time to look at my wheel, I will admit. I will admit. Ha! Sorry. Albon's already inside my DRS as well. Free flashbacks today? Nah, we don't count flashbacks in practice. Only the race ones count. Which is still 2, to be fair, but... Yeah, I don't know. We are just nowhere near as fast as we once were. It's really strange. Is my team sabotaging me? And we're still pulling away from Lawson pretty comfortably, aren't we? Lawson's still 15.2 behind, so here comes Alex Albert. There's nothing I can do here.
Gap to the car ahead.
That's so much quicker.
8 seconds.
I don't know what's happened. Double diffuser got banned after last race? Yeah. They still Hulk about get a podium, and they said, nah, that can't happen. That can't happen. Pit for Hards, lap 37, you reckon? Oh my god. I don't know, I don't think it's tire related. I mean, I am struggling a little bit for grip, but no, it just feels like there's no pace anymore. Like the first 20 laps, maybe not 20 actually, but up until we had the spin, I think our pace was fine. But since then, like, I don't know. Maybe we got floor damage or something? I have no idea. Vehicle condition.
Systems all looking good. Head down.
There's no mention of damage at least, so... no idea. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, I guess. Verstappen's up into P10. He's not had a great race either so far, is he?
Gap to your teammate behind. 34.5 seconds.
Vince has contracted skillless damage. Maybe. The issue regarding the skill. Gone green the first sector. Been a while since seen one of those. Not sure if we'll get green elsewhere, but... Lawson pit today? Okay. Maybe he's on a one-stop then. Maybe that's why I was losing a lot of time. It's on a one-stop. Would add up. Oh. Car is getting heavy, man. How's this lap? 11.5. It's a little bit better. We did get DRS at the main straight, obviously, so... Do you still think Lando will win WDC? Not anymore, no. Oh my days, man! I just apply a little bit of throttle, the back end kicks out now. What is happening? This car is, like, against me at the moment. Why you hate me, car? What did I do to you? Doesn't like me, that's for sure. Chat, what do you guys reckon? Do we go hard to the end at some point, or do we hold out and go softs? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think we do on the strategy here? If we want to go softs again, we need to get to like lap 50, which is a long, long way to go still. So we could go hards at some point. Hards now, you reckon? Don't think we'll do it just yet. Lando Norris is coming in front of us again. Ugh. I don't think we'll do it just yet. We'll wait a little longer, I think.
The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
How did the softs feel and how did the mediums feel? The softs honestly felt alright. I was quite happy with that soft tyre despite the spin. The medium tyre hasn't felt that great. And obviously the last thing I want is the hard tyre to feel even worse as well, right? So, I don't know, it's a awkward position and I can't do this damn corner. I'm tragically bad at the left-hander. We've got 17 seconds to the guys behind. I wonder if we can come out in front of them. Tire wear check. 38, 36. Maybe we'll put lap 40. Pit lap 40 and go hard tires. What do we think? Roy Bar, thank you for the follow, for me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. entry. $40 for hards or $52 for softs. Yeah, I think I'd rather go hards, I reckon. I think I'd rather go hards. I think Norris and Albon had a bit of a scrap at one point, so lost a bit of time. Norris still behind him. That was much better left-hander. Why can't I do that more? Yeah, I'm thinking lap 40 for hard tyres probably sounds best.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.8 seconds.
So I'll catch up a little bit. Verstappen's getting on us as well, but that's not really a big surprise. I think 14 seconds is still a pretty good gap at the moment, so 12.1 that time. Albon and Norris fighting away in front of us. And Albon has conceded position finally. Yeah, okay. I think we box lap 40 for hard tires, chat. Lap 40 for hards. And that's probably the play at this point. If we keep pushing and do well in the next couple laps, maybe we'll come out ahead of Esteban Ocon. I know it's quite a short pit lane here, so... Agreed. All right, perfect. 2 more laps we box then. Let's see what we can pull out then. I definitely feel like the car is a bit lower on power right now. I don't know. It's very strange. It's weird how our pace sort of diminished very quickly. We were looking very good at the start of the Grand Prix, and then it just sort of dropped off. Really weird. Gap to Ocon still 17 seconds. 12.5 that time around. Bit weak on the lap time.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster.
The car behind Ocon is minimal traffic. Yeah, we could clear Ocon quite quickly, I reckon. Like I say, ideally, I'd like to try and push on and open up the gap if possible, but I don't know if it's going to happen, so... Is it time for pit? One more lap. We're going to box on lap 40. Let's see what happens a bit more in the final sector as well. Verstappen is getting a good bit, isn't he? 12.1 that time. Verstappen, I think, is actually a bit of a threat. All right, chat, box this lap. Box this lap. We need to go off these tyres, I reckon. I think it's time for the hard tyres. We should probably get them set, though, shouldn't we? Set hard tyres.
Copy that. Hards next time we box.
All right, in this lap. I think a lot of drivers are still on a 2-stop right now, so they may box later on. But that'll be in a little bit, so hopefully us boxing that bit early will give us a bit of assurance and a bit of security, essentially, in this position. Albon's still pulled away a little bit since he's been overtaken by Norris too, so...
5 seconds.
All right. In we go, chat. In we go. This entry is very awkward, but it's not as bad as Silverstone and Austria, at least. Uh-oh.
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options. If you go and check
You know
your
what?
MFD.
I got a safety car. I will take it. I will take the safety car. I was literally just saying about how awkward the pit lane is, and then I go and pull that off. I'll take the safety car. It's a bit of a self-report, I'll be honest. It's a bit of a self-report, but I'll take it.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Oh, no, Verstappen's still going in front of us.
Faster than we were
Bruh.
expecting. That was our last stop. No
Brutal.
more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Well, we have a safety car on lap 41. It's a bit of an insane... Oh my God, what is happening? Pass Verstappen? Wait, what's going on? No way have we been lapped.
Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
Bro, are you serious? Chat, what do I do? What do I do? We can't... No, I can't be behind... We cannot be behind Charles Leclerc. We cannot be lapped. I might just overtake him and take the penalty. I might just overtake him and take the penalty. Bucket.
You've got to give that position back.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Run. Run. I tell you what, if we're quick enough, we might be able to pit again and get rid of that 10 seconds. This is strategical, chat. This is strategical. It's a little bit shithousery. But let's do it. Let's set the hard tires again. We'll go again for another pit stop. Thankfully, I have another set of hards. So we're not really losing out much. But I have to race back to the pits here.
The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Bruh. What is happening right now? This is the strangest concession ever. I need to conserve it. Exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to race back to the pits, serve the penalty, and hopefully catch back up to the train again. I think we'll do it. I think we'll make it. We've already got that pit stop gap to Verstappen, and we should gain that extra 10 seconds, so... Yo, the FIA are fuming right now, aren't they? That FIA stewards room is fuming. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Hopefully the safety car stays out for a couple more laps. Don't bin it again. Jesus Christ. That'd have been tragic. Right. It confused my time for a couple seconds. Oh, with the track being backwards? Yeah. It confused a lot of people, don't worry. Right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. This could be the longest 10 seconds of our life. Why didn't you pass gear 7? I had my battery in no ERS modes. Nice!
Okay, let's go now.
200 IQ plays, chat! That's how you get yourself unlapped in career mode. Right, we need the safety car to stay out for a long time, though. Ideally for another lap or two. We need the safety car out for a bit longer. Imagine we get lapped here again. Bro, I'd have been so upset. But we are well clear. I have a feeling the safety car's gonna be in this lap, I don't know. Gotta be quick. Blue flight's gonna cause chaos? Yep. I don't know if we'll catch it this lap, that's a problem. I don't know if we'll catch it this lap. How active is F1 25 compared to the iRacing Formula series? I would say more people probably play this game than the iRacing Formulas, I'd say. That's probably because iRacing is very expensive, though, so... Is this reverse Netherlands? It is indeed. Stay out, safety car, please. Please stay out. Please stay out. Please stay out. I'm catching quickly, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Please, one more lap.
get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Bro, that's so sad. Chat, odds on me causing another one real quick. Odds on me causing another safety car real quick. We were 14 seconds away in the end.
Use your overtake button more. It's
Execute order 66.
Come on.
Anything to get us back in the race.
Okay, so gap to the
A little
car
bit of plan
ahead,
C.
11.9 seconds.
Chat, should I do it? Should I initiate plan C?
Caution, caution.
Oh my god, someone spun off. Is that Hulkenberg? Is that my teammate who just spun? What is happening? There's yellow flags everywhere. Maybe I don't need to do plan C. There's yellow flags all over the place. Hold on, chat. Before we do anything, let's give it a couple laps. Let's give it a couple laps. Because there's still quite a lot of blue flags going around right now, which might cause something. That actually is my teammate.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear.
I mean, we gained on Albon.
Taking care of them.
DRS enabled.
Has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
8.8 seconds to Albon right now. We actually gained a little on him, haven't we? Okay, let's just play it out for a minute, chat. Let's play it out. Let it manifest, let it cook, let it simmer. Let it marinate. Green first sector. Yeah, it was actually my teammate who spun out on this corner here last lap. Let it all work out. Blue flags on Hulkenberg. What position is my teammate in right now, actually? What position is he actually in? He is P15, does that say? P16? P18, okay. Okay. Even with an upgraded car, it's not doing anything. Could at least give me a DRS like, but whatever. What base is this? I'm using the Mazda R9. Alright, chat, I think all the blue flags are done. I think it's probably time to initiate plan C, chat. I think it's time to initiate plan C. I was hoping there might be a bit of drama with all the blue flags happening, but I don't think it's going to be anything. Oh, actually, there still is a few blue flags going around. Got a couple of yellows as well. FI's having a pissy fit right now. Yeah, the FI are fuming. The FI are absolutely fuming. Worth it, I'd say. Okay. Oops.
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, safety car deployed. Safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta.
Initiate plan C, Sonny. Initiate plan C. Luckily, I've got another hard tire. I honestly could have gone soft at this point, to be honest with you.
Okay, Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the
And
crew
just
there,
like
mate.
that, we're going to
We're
unwrap
right
ourselves
into that.
perfectly,
Up to speed now.
reasonably.
Let's get some heat into
Nice.
those tyres.
I mean, maybe not reasonably, but, you know. Back in the race.
Right, drop your speed.
Oh,
Our
no,
delta's
not the
too
deltas.
low, and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your
Not the
pace
deltas.
immediately.
How many hearts do you have?
overtake
Just
the
2.
safety car. You may overtake the safety
But I
car.
literally
It's
only
waiting
did
to
2
pick
laps
up the
this
leader.
tyre, so. I wonder if they all box for a soft tyre or not. They probably could do it, couldn't they? No, it looks like they're staying out. Looks like they're staying out. Okay, expect some more blue flag mayhem as well, chat. Expect more blue flag mayhem. Oh, these dogs are crazy. Some nice crash gate tactics. What are you talking about? Crash gate? Never heard of her. Pretty sure it's been manipulated? Nah, we're still very far away from a podium regardless. The entertainment factor is definitely back on, though. Friday we do catch them, we will. We'll definitely catch them this time. I don't think anyone pit that time, though, right? I don't think anyone pit on this one. All right, let's catch up to safety car. I'm actually going to use medium ERS just to catch us up a bit quicker. No, Mikey, no, that was so not right. We went Mida racing. I think Michael Massey's Aussie, right? I'm pretty sure he is. Pretty good way for them. No, I've been going the other way. I've been going the wrong way then. We want to go up, not down. Nope. Get off the curb. Crusher tires, though. True. The medium tire will have more grip, but I wonder if we're the tire life. I mean, to be fair, the mediums will probably get to the end quite nicely here. I'd imagine. We're the only one yet to catch a safety car. We should get it this lap. We should catch up this lap. We did a 13-0 on a safety car lap. Wow. Not much safe about that. Yeah, tires are on 3%. These will be perfectly fine. No worries. There we go. Safety cars are a couple corners away. We should join the back of the grid here. And there's a lot of laps cars in this order as well, so... Maybe that's where the influence for the name came from, Noob. Maybe. All right, we have joined the back of the pack then. Safety car in this lap. Here we go, chat. We're going to get 22 laps of racing action. Ideally, without any more safety cars.
In this lap. Safety car in
Ideally.
This lap. Let's make sure those
We
tires
actually
are up
most
to
likely
temperature.
will lap
Remember,
Max
there's
Verstappen
no
and Ocon and co
overtaking
here.
until the timing line.
Expect
Stay
some
in
more
position
yellow
until
flag
the green
chaos as
flags.
well. We're a good few cars back on Alex Albon in P7. He is, I think, in front of Isaac Kadjar there. Here we go. Get ready for the blue flags, chat. Get ready for the blue flags. We're slowing up a lot. I don't know why. Here we go. Blue flag! Blue flag! Hulk!
Okay, clear.
Hulk, blue flag! Thank you. That took you a while. Blue flag here as well, thank you. There's blue flags galore everywhere around here at the moment. Oh my goodness. There are cars everywhere. I'm just trying to dance through them right now. Max Verstappen's getting lapped left, right, and center. And he's still on course for points, maybe. Actually, he's not in the top 10 anymore, so maybe not. We're about to lap Max Verstappen, chat. We are on the verge of lapping, in this career, 5-time world champion Max Verstappen. It's a pretty crazy statement, isn't it? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jesus Christ. There's cars everywhere, man. DRS been able from this lap onwards.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled...
New PB 11.0, nice.
Now online.
I actually feel like Max Verstappen will please stay with us here, I'm not gonna lie. Don't know if I hate that or love it. Yo, he's using me. Max is using me. He's just using me to get through the traffic here. Cheeky bastards. Like, look at him. He's just getting back into that top 10 super easy. You're welcome, Max. No worries, buddy. Happy to help, I guess. Why are we on 108? It's just there's so many blue flags right now. That's the issue. That's why we're getting past so many cars at the moment. It's all because of the blue flags. I think Ocon is the last blue flag, though. Yeah. And we've got Darasim as well. Perfect. All right. We are back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 20 laps to go. Let's see if we can try and get ourselves a few more positions. We know we're on a pretty good tire right now, so let's make the most of this. Let's try and catch up to Alex Albon ASAP. Max did Monaco 2015, yeah. Ideally not T-boning anyone, though. Come on. Ocon's holding off Verstappen. 1.5 the gap to Albon. I think we've actually got the pace over him right now.
Focus on the driving.
I do feel like we've got the pace over Alex Albon, which is a nice feeling. These hard tyres serving us quite nicely. When we qualify, P3. Come on now. Come on. Oh my god, look at that sector 3. Beautiful final sector. This should be easy to do PB here, I think. 10.2. Wow, what a lap. What a lap. We are going to charge up a bit of battery, though, because I have spent quite a bit in catch up to Alex Albon, but we are within DRS range of the Williams. Oh, Alex Albon sideways on the exit there as well. That's far from ideal for him. Max Verstappen's overtaken Ocon for P9, but obviously they're a lap down behind because that's safety car. So Albon again going for a drift. Good lord. What does he think this is? Tokyo Drift? I think he's struggling a lot for grip then, isn't it? We should try and find our way past. Hopefully very soon. Max Verstappen's catching up to us again. We'll save some battery through here. Come on. Lap 54 and 72. Still got a way to go here. Let's try and get past Alex Albon, shall we? We'll open up the final corner and try and launch an attack on the Williams. Here we go. DRS wide open. Battery being utilized to its full advantage as well. Here we go on Alex Albon. Max Verstappen goes fastest. And through on Alex Albon we go into P7. There's a positional gain, finally. Been a while since you said that.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Let's go, Alfonso. There's probably not been too many, to be fair, this month, so... GG's. Here comes Albon again, trying to get back past us. We'll just pinch him over to the left-hand side. Give him a bit of space. He's trying to hold that inside line. We're on the outside. Through the left hand, and we've got a little bit deep of we. Still Wilds with Alex Albon. He's on the left. Oh, we still squeeze it through. Round the outside of Alex Albon. We hold on to P8 by the skin of our teeth. Albon was giving it everything there to try and make a move, but we hold him off just about. Good racing. And then hopefully this final set we should just pull away. 4.2 to the top 6. Can we catch him, chat? There we go. Broke away from Alex Albon there as well. Good stuff. Can we catch him? Top 6 all about DNF. Or because of Plan C, right? Well, I think it's safe to say probably not going to get a podium, but... How is everyone from 9th down 1 lap behind? Charles Leclerc basically lapped almost everyone. And the annoying thing about safety cars in this game is that you can't, like... There's no, like, unlap yourself under the safety car sort of thing, essentially. So if you're lapped, you have to sit behind the leader of the safety car. Which is kind of dumb, but... This final sector is so clutch. So clutch. Verstappen still linger at the back of Albon, but... Crew coming in with a tier 1 sub for 11 months, 6 in advance. That's right, you'd love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, get a salute spit chat to welcome Crew into Vince fam for the 11. I appreciate that, dude. 1 away from the whole year. Love to see it. Appreciate it, buddy. Come on, let's keep pushing. Still a good way to go in this race. Shouldn't have that rule fab in Abu Dhabi for Hamilton. Ooh. You're stepping on dangerous grounds. Be careful. Getting 8th gear now in that corner. Yeah, I don't know. Something was definitely weird with the car at one point, wasn't it? We were not able to get into 8th gear at one point. And now we can, so I don't know. Maybe we had an underlying fault somewhere.
Okay, gap to the car in front. 4.4
Yeah, I'm
seconds.
easily getting into 8th gear now. Very easily. Then they call it a massive rule in the game. Best rule in the game, in my opinion. So let's eat that. Our final sector is so good, man. So good. Are we catching on George Russell by any chance? 10.8 that time around. Driver in front. Are we catching?
Copy that.
Okay. Appreciate it, Mark. Driver in front.
Russell's ahead of you now. And the time last lap, 1 minute 10.9. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 16 laps old. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
10th a lap? It's not really enough, is it? 10th a lap is not really enough. Getting a little bit sideways there.
Well, 54 months.
Howard with the 54 as well. Thank you much, Howard, for the 54-month resub as well, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, let's spin chats. Welcome, Howard, into Vince fam for the 54. Appreciate my dudes. It is kind of cold, Howard. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. It's kind of cold. Appreciate it, dudes. Have a good man. Verstappen not in the top 3. The Zandvoort race, it's a Zandvoort race reversed. Indeed, yep. The entire grid is reversed right now. I think we lost out to Russell this time, annoyingly. Can you speak with the crew on PC? You can talk to your engineer, yeah. Driver behind, for example.
That's Albon behind you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 17 laps old. Time last lap, 1:11.9.
Max is a lap down. He is indeed, yep. Max is indeed a lap down. All because of the safety cars. The safety cars were a mess. An absolute mess. I'm really trying to catch up to the guys in front, but I'm struggling a little bit. I need Hamilton and Russell to fight a bit or something like that just to bring that gap down a touch, but it's not really happening for me. This final sector is definitely our best sector, though. We're getting a lot of time in this final sector. To be fair, that was a good game that time, right? This lap's going to be a 10.8. That's a purple final sector. 3.7 to Russell that time. come on, too wides. I'm pushing it. Using PTSD, this track does. It is quite scary. This track in reverse is probably, in my opinion, the trickiest. I saw a glimpse of a car. Was that Russell that I saw there? I think it might have been. There we go. Finally doing that corner flat out.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
What racetrack is this? This is Zandvoort reversed. .7. I think we lost again, didn't we? Maybe get a touch. Not really a big difference that time, I don't think, unfortunately. 11.0, yeah, we lost out a little bit on that one. I think we might have gained, but nowhere near as much. It's their DRS as well. The DRS isn't helping. We're catching through the corners, but in the straights, they pull away.
Car behind by 5/10 a lap.
It's making it super difficult. I'm really trying to put the chase on him, but it's tough out here. That's more like it. Much better. I've done it that time. Need more of those, please. Did anyone know the Max Verstappen situation this weekend? I've seen so much different stuff. Essentially, Verstappen's been racing in like a GT4 series for the Nürburgring. I think it's called the NLS. I don't remember the actual name of it, but essentially Verstappen's racing in a GT4 Porsche at the Nürburgring this weekend to try and acquire a license to race GT3s around Nürburgring, which will allow him to do the things like 24-hour Nürburgring in the future and a lot of other stuff as well, so... I believe it's on Saturday, if I remember correctly, the race.
Tyre condition still looking good.
He's not driving for Verstappen.com. No, he's not driving for Verstappen.com, no. He's not driving for his own team. Unless it is, I don't think it is. I got that corner right last time, and then I messed up this time. .5, come on. I think we're still getting some good time in this final sector, though. We're still chipping away that time, aren't we? 3.2 to Russell, 10.9 on the timing boards. Driver in front.
Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. They've done 21 laps on those tyres, and the time last lap, 1 minute 11.1. We're gaining by around 2/10 per lap. Keep going.
We're 2/10 faster a lap. We need more than that, don't we? Did I lose my sub? I got ads for starting the stream. No, I don't think so. You shouldn't have ads. I can see the sub badge extra name as well, so... Come on, chat. Let's put the pressure on him. We're closing on that top 6. But we need more. Charles Leclerc goes fastest, 9.8. Like I said, so probably won't get close to those lap times, but... Nice final sector so far. In the final corner we go. This looks like a nice little gain. This will be a 10.7. Nice lap. That was about 4/10 faster that lap, I think.
Won't be making another pit stop.
That was roughly 4/10 faster than Russell. Come on. 8 laps to go. There's still time, but we've got to find that time.
2.7 seconds.
They're getting into our view. That's a good left-hander. I need more of those, please. That right there was perfect. This feels like a good lap. Can almost smell them. Can almost smell their breakfast. This feels like a good one. This feels like a good one. How is it? 10.3. That's a great lap. I want more of those, chat. I want more of those.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
I definitely want more of those. 1.8 to George Russell. We're getting close. Good. I'm nailing that corner now. That's what we need. We're nailing that corner. I tell you what, chat. Podium might still be on. Don't get too excited if you vote on podium, but P3 is in front of these two. There is still a chance we could sneak a podium. 1.1 seconds. We nearly snuck DRS or George Russell. How was that lap time? 10.4. Lovely. If we keep it in these low to mid 10s, I think I'm happy. They obviously pull away a bit more on the straights, but... touch wide there. This train leads to third. Exactly. Exactly. I've had to get my foot down a little bit on this stint, but it might be paying off. 6 to go. Could we steal a podium here in Netherlands? We know that final sector is our strong sector, so got to try and make the most of it. We are a little bit further back at the moment. I don't think we'll get DRS this time. Just use an opportunity to grab some battery instead then. Still a little bit too far back, aren't we? Don't think we snuck in DRS this time. But again, we're just a little closer. We're within a second by the time we get to DRS zone, but at the detection point, we're still just outside that 1 second. We're still closing in. 5 to go. 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Can we do it? Don't forget, if you are new here and you're enjoying the race, enjoying the stream, enjoying the content, make sure to smash that follow button. We're live on both Twitch and TikTok right now. So if you're on TikTok and want to watch the stream horizontally and in a much better resolution and quality, make sure to head over to the Twitch. Much better viewing experience on Twitch as well as we get a little bit sideways on the exit. Come on. Yellow flags. Imagine a safety car right now. Imagine. No safety car. I think it was a back marker letting someone go. We've got DRS, chat. We have DRS. Almost poking George Russell out the final corner. He gets a slightly better exit, though. But we are within DRS range of the top 6 for the first time since, well, I mean, very early in the race, basically. But suddenly we've come alive. Oh, my goodness. I think the tyres might be getting a little bit out of shape as well, to be honest. How are the tyres looking? 25 and 24. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty decent. Come on now, come on. Come on. 5/10 George Russell. Into the final sets we go. This is where we can try and find a move, maybe. This is where we're usually strong. A little bit too far back on Russell at the moment, unless we can open up the final corner. Can we get the exit out of the final corner with George Russell? Just running a little bit on the grass. And that will hold us back a little bit. Cuban got baited. Wow, GG. Come on. Come on. Oh, my days. I don't have any rear grip, man. Struggling a lot for rear grip at the moment. Three laps to go. Podium's looking bleak. What a move! What a move! Oh my goodness! What's a move on George Russell? Oh my! Is it still on, chat? Into P6 we go! That one came out of nowhere! What a move round the outside of George Russell at the original turn 3. Wow. Is there more up for grabs? Is there more up for grabs here? Lando Norris isn't too far away, but we're running out of laps. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Tire's feeling a little bit numb at this stage. Is Russell going to go for an attack here? He might try. He might try. No, he's a little bit too far back, thank God. Oh, can't get a little bit slippery, though. Down towards the final corner, or turn 1, however you want to call it. Lewis Hamilton just in front of us. Can we get the exit out of the final corner? Here comes George Russell.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
He's
Everything's
looking,
good.
but he's a little too far back. We can keep it flat through turn 1. Oh, almost giving a little bit of a nudge to Lewis Hamilton. Penultimate lap of the race, chat. I think a podium is looking very unlikely, but let's see if we can try and break into the top 5. Oh, man, wrestling the car through the left-hander there. Russell looking to the outside. And he doesn't make the move. We can close that door on him. Hamilton's just pulled away a little bit here because of that small mistake. Come on. Lost a little bit of time here. Keep it flat all the way through this weaving straight. Here we go. Here we go. It's this lap or never, chat. Final lap of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Final lap. Push, push.
Can we try and break past Lewis Hamilton? Is there an opportunity at turn 2? A little bit too far back. Oh my God, I'm wrestling the car again, bro. I'm still wrestling the car. I don't think it's gonna happen, chat. I don't think it's gonna happen. Come on! I gotta send it. I gotta send it. I have to send it. Oh my goodness, what a send! Oh yes! We've got him, chat! P5! It's not quite the podium we were seeking, but what a send on Lewis Hamilton. We put our nose where it didn't belong, and we are going to score a nice little P5 with Jensen Button. Oh my goodness. What a send at the end. Whew. Send it like you mean it, chat. Send it like you mean it. Oh, man. Drive of the day goes to Max Verstappen. Not particularly sure why, but... oh, man. It's a shame we couldn't get that podium, but that was a beautiful send on Lewis Hamilton right at the end. Kept it tight as well, and that's a wonderful, wonderful recovery drive. Whew. Wow. No podium. No podium, but you know what? The recovery drive was pretty remarkable. We went from P9 back to P5, so I'll take it. I will take it. Huge, huge dive bomb at the end to get past Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and what a send it was. Stewart's reviewing that move. What do you mean? That was a perfect send. We hit the apex. We left room on the outside as well. Interesting view of the car. It was a bit of an optimistic send, but it worked out. Hey, Danny Ricciardo would be proud of me. Danny Rick would be very proud of me. Car looking quick too. Car felt very good in that final stint. There was a phase in that race where after we spun, we just didn't really have a lot of pace, but after the safety car, the car felt really good again. So, yeah, unfortunately couldn't get the podium we were seeking, but a P5 I think is still a very respectable result. Charles Leclerc, then, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner here in the reverse Dutch Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda took a P2 as well. Lando Norris in P3, Piastri P4, and ourselves in at P5. A very good recovery drive. We started in P3, fell down to P9 at one point, and then with the safety cars recovered ourselves back to P5. So still a very respectable result, I'd say. Hamilton P6, Russell P7, Albon, Verstappen, and Ocon all in that top 10 as well. Teammate Nico Hulkenberg didn't have a great race, unfortunately. Started P12, finished P16, so not great for him. Two DNFs today in Antonelli and at Jacques Villeneuve. I need to have a look at that send again, chat. That was an unbelievable send. I want to have a look at the move on George Russell as well. It was at the same corner. Yeah, original turn 3. Go to the final lap here. Let's have a look at this send. This was a disgusting send. Absolutely disgusting. Was it a cockpit at the end? Whoops. I was very focused. That is an excellent send. That is a fantastic send. We got it stuck to the apex perfectly. We kept our line the entire time. That's a beauty of a send, I'd say. That's exactly how you dive bomb, in my opinion. How far back were we as well? We were a little bit far back as well. That's about 2 tenths back. And that's a very good move. Optimistic, but clean. You were locked in? Yeah, I was. I was very locked in. Let's have a look at the move that got us past George Russell as well. Because we were around the outside of turn 3 that time. Overtake of the year? I don't know. Watch this one. This one on George Russell was a beauty as well. Look at this. Ooh, we almost touched. But we got it done. We got it done. Not really a dive bomb. It was a dive bomb, let's be honest. It very much was a dive bomb. This could have been a dive bomb, but Russell held that inside line quite nicely, so. But it was still a nice overtake. Got it up on the inside here. Had the grip to force our way by. But that move on Hamilton is definitely a dive bomb. Watch it again real quick. Definitely a dive bomb. Even looks at that front right a little bit, trying to get the car slowed down. Who have I got for Baku? Not Ferrari. Actually, no. Charles Leclerc does love Baku, doesn't he? But he isn't a Ferrari, so... Okay, maybe not Ferrari. Maybe not Ferrari. Play in Spa. Spa was the last race we did. Feel free to check out the VOD if you want to watch that race. Oh, man. Oh. Why is the track not original? In career modes, once you hit Season 2, you can use reverse tracks. But we still do have the normal tracks as well. So on Saturday, when we come back for the next Grand Prix, we'll be doing Zandvoort the right way around that time. But in Season 2, you can use reverse tracks. Oh, man, what a race, chat. What a race. Oh, I'm sweaty off that one. What track do you think you do worst at? Miami. I hate Miami. I literally removed it from the calendar because I hate it so much. I hate everything about that damn track. Oh, man. What a race, chat. GG's. Very, very happy with that. Very, very happy. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any more development coming in? Let's have a look. Contract window open. Ooh. Well, I mean... I definitely want to keep Jensen. Trying to go straight into normal layout right now. It was a little bit of a shorter stream, to be fair, so... I definitely would like to keep Jensen. Hulkenberg, I'm still undecided on, man. Let's talk to Jensen. So, he wants 23 million, 1.8 signing bonus. 4th in the R&D, 6 fan rating, 178 workforce is fine. Let's have a look at the counter offers. What can we counter offer here? That's the exact same chance of signing. It's a higher salary. Should we go with a slightly riskier one? Try and save ourselves a few milli. Insufficient funds. Wait, what? Can I afford the signing bonus? Oh. I need a little bit of money. Okay, wait. Hold on, chat. If we skip a week, I can probably send a contract.
Sorry to disturb.
How does Brawn not know the game? Is that satire? Oh, you're asking the guy above what game it is? This is F1 25. There's a lot of people who come into streams who never watched F1 before, so they have no idea. You're poor? We are a bit poor right now, aren't we? We are a little bit poor. Swap out Hulk, you reckon? I mean, we're currently talking to Bortoletto as well. Time to sponsor software rollout. I may improve for stream returning software costly. Should we proceed? No, I need the cash right now. I need to sign JB. I need to sign JB. I need the cash. Need Hulkenberg endgame talks? Okay. Let's see Hulkenberg's final contract chats. Anyone know the best place to find or buy setups? I mean, if you don't mind buying secondhand, Facebook Marketplace has a good few options on there. But obviously, it's Facebook Marketplace, so... right, endgame talk bonuses. The performance clause has been removed. That's good. Myself down here for a second. Annual salary request reduced by 5% and chance of success increased by 10%. That's actually pretty good, actually, isn't it? That's actually pretty good. What sense will develop? Yeah, he will. Or he should, at least. Maybe they want car subs, not equipment. Oh, if you mean... Do you mean car subs, Lagan, or do you mean... Oh, in-game subs. Wait, how do you mean it, Lagan? Do you mean car subs, or do you mean, like, racing setups? Like sim rig stuff. We have a contract chat with JB here as well, so maybe he'll reduce his demands a little bit too. That should be very useful. Okay, he actually has. He's also removed his performance clause. His annual salary has reduced by 5%. Chance of success increased by 10% as well. Okay. I think we can afford that signing bonus now, can't we? That final meeting there was actually quite clutch. We might be able to afford that. Let's have a little look. Yeah, 1.6 mils. We should be able to afford that contract, especially even the cheaper one too. Right, let's have a look. View counter offers. It's changed up again. Tiffa, maybe I'll just send him that original offer. Bring back Enzo? No, definitely not. We're not going to bring Enzo back. Enzo was pretty tragic. 23 million annual salary, signing bonus at 1 million. I think we'll just send him the current offer, I think. We could try riskier terms, maybe? There's no harm in trying, is there? Let's send him a riskier term. Okay. 900k signing bonus, 19 million annual salary.
Not to worry. A bit of back and forth is normal. That's business after all. I'll be back if I hear anything.
Let's see what he thinks of that. I feel like he's probably going to reject it, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess we probably won't find out until after the next Grand Prix. We'll leave Hulkenberg and Borsetto for now. And then we'll decide, once we've got JB locked in, who we go for. Right. Points to the board, self-drive window open. Lovely. Awesome. Okay, we did actually get an upgrade come through. Nice. Let's put that on JB's car for now. We are improving the car more and more, aren't we? This car is just getting better and better right now. Good stuff. Okay. So, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that will probably do it for the night. We've got a few more parts we can do here, actually. So, let's go to the hydraulics here. Gotta be a little bit careful with money again, but when am I ever careful with money at this point? Can we do any more R&D as well? Let's have a look. Research done here. Probably a bit more durability, I think. Let's do MGK. Cool, that arrives after Monza. Fine. How's Brawn compared to other top teams? We're still on the R&D, still quite far down. But we are outperforming the car quite well. The last few results have been very good for us. Even with like higher AIs and things like that. So we are doing very, very well right now in the season, things like that. But on the R&D, if we go... Where is it? Is it here? Yeah. On the R&D, we're still a little bit far down. We actually only recently overtook Racing Bull to become the third worst team. But we're very close to Haas and Alpine. Then, of course, we've got to try and catch up to Williams and Aston Martin. So we are progressing the car, just not as quick as we maybe want. So hopefully for Season 3, we'll have a good car. Fingers crossed. We should be getting the regulations come through fairly soon at some point. But yeah, so on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the Dutch Grand Prix, but we'll have it the normal way round this time. When we're doing reverse one, we'll be doing it the normal way round. In Monza, we will have, obviously, that one on Monday, and then in Baku will be Wednesday, Singapore Thursday next week as well. So we are actually slowly getting towards the back end of the season. We've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 races to go in the season at this point. So hopefully on Saturday, we can come back and try and maybe score that podium that we missed out on today in Zandvoort. But yeah, that'll be it for Saturday's stream. On Sunday, of course, we'll be doing our community race. On Sunday, we're going to be switching up the lobbies a little bit. So on Sunday, we won't be doing any open lobbies. On Sunday, we'll be doing 2 50% Monza races. Open lobby for the first one, and then the second one will be a sign-up race. So make sure you're here on Sunday. That should be very interesting to see how the community race unfolds on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that one. The sell-ups will be applicable for the second race. The first one will be open. So yeah, the sell-ups only apply for race number 2. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the night here in Zandvoort Reverse. Marbles time? No, I don't think so. Not tonight, I'm afraid. Not tonight. Oh, hang on. I can advance on the day here.
News, boss. It seems one of the parts we were developing has
As you can tell.
We'll need to head back to the development area and try again.
As you can tell, we did get a failure there. Let me actually redo that real quick before we finish up. Was it development? Was it research? It was development. Okay. Let's just redo that real quick. Oh, can't afford it. Never mind. All right. Gotta wait a little bit. When we finish, P5. We're finishing fifth place. Thoughts of maybe trying to do wildcards, something funny, goofy for one of them. Again, we've got to be a little bit careful with the wildcards because obviously a lot of them we can't really enforce, noob. So the only things I could enforce is like cockpit view or fix it up, something like that. So I need to be a little bit careful with it to make sure that whatever we do is actually applied to everyone. Maybe we'll do reverse grids again. I think everyone enjoyed that last time. So yeah, we'll see. Right. That, ladies and gentlemen, will do us for the night then here in Zandvoort. That was a very fun race, that one. I'm actually kind of glad we got those safety cars in the end, because otherwise that would have been maybe a little bit less interesting to us. But either way, we got a good result, so I'm happy with that. Right, let's see his live, shall we? I think Fabio's about to end his stream, I think. He's doing his clips right now, so I would have probably rated Fabio, but I think he's finishing up fairly shortly. So we'll go and raid our trusty little Dana, shall we? Why not? I'm so keen for reverse grid, even though I would start near last, but it was so fun. I agree. I really enjoyed it as well. But again, it's just a little bit awkward to... It's a little bit awkward unless you basically did 2 sign-up races, I think, right? Because the first race, obviously, we're doing open lobbies, and not everyone might be involved in that one. So it does make it a little bit trickier doing that. But in the future, we'll have a look and see if we can try and do some more reverse stuff like that. That'd be quite fun. Fried Rice, thank the follow on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in as well. I apologize that you are joining us right as we leave, but I appreciate the follow regardless, man. Right. Those can be done dusted for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Until Saturday, we'll be back for the normal Dutch Grand Prix on Saturday. Make sure you're here, 5 p.m. UK time, as always, ready for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're going the normal way around next time. Hopefully, we can try and push that podium that we missed out on today. All my social medias are in the chat, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all in the chat right now. Do jump in on Discord if you haven't already, so we get announcements, we go live, there's a schedule, so I can see what we're doing on what day. And of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord as well. For those of you on TikTok, click my bio, that takes it to all my social medias as well. But until Saturday, have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you guys ready for the Dutch Grand Prix on Saturday. Bye-bye.